Celebrations are better with the credit gods on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
These Reese's Cups are now filled with Reese's Puffs, which begs the question, how much Reese's is too much Reese's? But who's begging that question?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday to everyone. Good morning, wherever you are. It's 5 a.m. here in New York. Depending where you are, good afternoon. I know in Zambia it's 11 a.m. Here it's 5 a.m. I think most of you might have realized yesterday I wasn't more on social media because I went for a funeral, so that's why. I went for a funeral yesterday, so I came back late, like maybe 10 p.m. We buried, though the person was cremated, for those that know, that was my first time attending a funeral where you have to cremate someone. So some people decided to leave after the church service, but I decided to go to the place where they cremate the bodies, because I wanted to see. I was just curious. I've never been to a funeral where you cremate people, so we went there. There isn't much that happens there actually. What they do is you just stand, and then there's a glass. The casket is there. Then when they are ready, a family member just gives a sign to the person doing the cremation, and they just push the casket into the place where they do the cremation, and then they close the same whatever thing they use, and that is it. In my mind, I thought when you go there, you actually see the process that they do, but it's not the case. To me, I wanted to see that, because when we had the service, we didn't have the body viewing. So to me, I just wanted to have closure. This is someone that I knew and I haven't seen her in a long time. Just seeing a picture in the for like, it just wasn't enough for me. So I was just curious to see what happens. But there's nothing much that happens. They just push the casket in and close it. And that's it, you have to leave. So that's what really happened. Otherwise, everything else went well. After the service, around, I think 5 p.m., we had just like a gathering. We had food and drinks, and we just interacted with the family. Most of our family members came from the United Kingdom. So we just sat there, just, talking, and we have Pastor Tembo, who lives here. Amen. He did a great service. He preached, and the preaching was really, really good. And also, I think I should share the message. Even though I was late, you saw that I was late, right? So I had a chance to find the Pastor Tembo preaching. And there's a preaching where he says, every person, once in your lifetime, you need to get out that, a tortoise and a lion, they're totally different, right? A turtle in short. Or you say tortoise, whatever, it's the same thing. So a turtle and a lion, they're two different things. A turtle will stay in its shell for a very long time. Or if you touch it, it goes back in its shell, right? So for a lion, can you poke a lion? Or can you do anything to a lion? You can't, right? My point is, he said, once in a while, you need to take out of your lioness out of you, needs to come out. Okay? There are people in life that are quiet, right? They're quiet all the time. And he said, it's okay to be quiet, but once in a while, you need to show that you can be a lion. Okay? You cannot be quiet all the time. Hear me very clearly. You can be quiet all the time, but once in a while, you need to show people that you can be a lion as well. Did you hear that point? And there are people that are lions, okay, all the time. And he said, it's not good to be a lion all the time. And when I had a chance to talk to him, he came to me like, oh, hi, what's your name? Then I said, I'm Ethel. Then he was like, are you one of those people that hide, that, they are not seen? Then I laughed. I said, no, actually, we've met a couple occasions. Even at James Mwape's funeral, I saw you, you were there. Then I was like, actually, to be honest, I'm one of those people that you won't see me going to parties anyhow. That's what I told them. Then he said, no, I'm not talking about parties. Are you those people that just keep you just keep it to yourself? Then I said, no, actually, I'm a lion. Then he laughed. He laughed. I'm like, oh, so you're a lion? I'm like, yeah, I'm a lion, actually. Always. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is there are people in real life where you're quiet and then you want to portray that image like you're perfect. You understand? Like you're perfect. You don't do any wrong. Like you're just perfect. There are people like that. But behind closed doors, the things that you do, you're the worst devil. Worst devil. Did you hear me? Worst devil. Nice. I'm not more honest aggressiveness. Like me, I'm not gonna pretend. I won't pretend. I'm not that person that pretends. I'm not that person that I'll come to you, smile, and then go behind your back and do something else. I'll come to you. If I smile, I smile. If I'm behind your back, I'll do the same. If I come to you, if I say I don't like you, I don't like you. I won't pretend. I'm that person. And I'm one person that I'll show you my lioness. I don't care whether you love me or not. I'm not a pretender, in short. I'm not a pretender. Period. That being said, there's a lot of things that have been happening on social media. Okay? There's a lot that has been happening. And what I've realized, the Zambian people, that you're hypocrites. You are hypocrites. You have this image that you portray trying to look like you're Christians. When some of you, you're far from it. Yeah, let me tell you that today. Of course, I'm not perfect. And I tell you all the time, I'm not perfect. But I go to church. I pray to God. Yes, I insult. I don't pretend. I do insult. I don't pretend. Okay? So take it the way it is. I do insult and I don't pretend. And I go to church at the same time. Like today, I'm going to church. Okay? So that is the difference. And there are some of you that pretend not to. You've never insulted in your life. You've never insulted in your life because your life is perfect because you're a Christian. Okay? Then you come here on social media to pretend to create this image like you're a perfect Christian. On this same platform, you have people that come here on this Facebook, attack me, say all kinds of things. You don't say a word. You don't say a word. I've been called all sorts of names. I've been insulted all kinds of insults. And nobody says a thing. The moment when I respond to those insults, then now you want to open your mouth. How dare you? How dare you? And some of you, you come here, you want to portray this image like our president is perfect when he's not. Yes, I'm saying it like it is. You could hate me all you want. I don't care. And I won't give a shit. Yes, it's Sunday today. I'm using the word shit. I don't care. You come here, you want to pretend like the president is perfect when he's not. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to play that game. I'll call it what it is. I'm not going to wait until he's out of power to say, oh, the president is not good. I will say it while he's in power. The president is not perfect. And he's a pretender. I'm saying it right now. He is a pretender. He has this image. He wants to pretend like he's a turtle. Okay? When he's not. He's a lion. Just like me. I'm a lion. Did you get that? Nakupasirani dala yo preaching ya mnaona preaching amairo kumaliro. Nakuzirani dala. Why? The preacher said, it's okay to be a lion, but it's not good to be a lion all the time. Why? A lion does not last. A lion does not last. But a turtle will last, will live a long life. So, I'm telling you that our president is a pretender. He wants to pretend to be a turtle or a tortoise, but he's a lion. And that's exactly what I am too. So you understand that, right? So here's the lion that pretends to be a turtle or a tortoise. And there is another lion that never pretends. It shows you that it's a lion. And you hate it to the core. Okay? You hate it to the core because it's showing you that it's a lion. It's not pretending. And if you come close, it will eat you. That's me. So which is better? Someone to pretend that you are a tortoise, meanwhile you're a lion. So you're a tortoise, and then you ni tortoise, and the tortoise could be very machita. Then you're coming. Little do you realize that it's not a tortoise, it's a lion. But by the moment you are realizing that it's a tortoise, it's too late. Yakudia. But the lion is just a pretend. From the get-go, ikulangiza tindile lion also afika pafupi. So afika pafupi. You protect yourself because you know I'm a lion. See the difference? Are you getting message? Am I getting a message? Huh? I don't want to be a lion. But you force me to. Okay? You force me to. I'm that tortoise or that turtle that can also be a lion at the same time. But don't make me be a lion forever, because it's not good. You force me to be a lion. Okay? And please don't force me to be a lion, because you won't like it. And that is exactly what is happening now. It's exactly what is happening. Take it or leave it. I'm a very nice person. But in kakalipa, and at the same time, I won't deny it, I'm very stubborn, but in a good way. I am stubborn, and I know that myself, but in a good way. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because yesterday, while I was going to the funeral, on my way, my mom called me. My mom calls me. Then I told her, I'm like, oh, I'm with people. Chenda kumaliro. That was in Shtasiri, a service man, chenda kuja, where we were supposed to go eat. Then he says, oh, I'll talk to you some other time. Then I said, no, just say whatever it is. Because to me, there are times when my mom calls me, I know that, okay, she's calling to say hi. And then there are times when she calls me, I'll know there must be something. And you know what my mom told me? My mom goes to say, please. My mom, she's not a social media person, first of all, let me tell you. My mom is not on social media. My mom, she's not on social media. She's not a social media person. Everything that she hears is from people. Or if I tell her. And I don't hide things from my mom. Even that video that circulated in the beginning, where I said, Ule Fuma, Shan, whatever that is. I shared it with my mom. I gave it to her first. Said, Mommy, I made this video. I want you to see it. Before someone sends you, I want you to see it. Because I'm sending you, I don't want somebody else sending it to you. The one that I haven't sent is the one that you're circulating, where you want to dent my image, like I was insulting the president when I wasn't. That was taken from the whole video. Video kangono. So that you must dent him. President, but you know I wasn't. People that watched that live that day, the day I was going to Jamaica, you know I wasn't insulting the president. I was insulting these bloggers that are being paid by the UPND. The president himself, he's aware of this page, but he's a pretender. So he can pretend all he wants. But I know he's involved. And even if I was to go to court, I can prove it. He is a pretender. He knows about his thugs. And in court, I can prove it. What he has brought now, he has brought thugs. They're hiding using to my blogs or to Papa Facebook. My thugs back here. Using wafana mene hapa. Ukawashita report to police. Wa police bayopa. So amanga. Wazikta wonse bayopa. So amanga. Why? Because they are protected by the most powerful man. And this is why they got the nerves to come on social media apapa page. Ukamba so. Wakuyanka. Ungasebri vonse vanofuno chita. Why? Because they know where they stand. And I know. And this is why I said, okay, these people, they think that they can own Zambia. And this is why I made that decision myself. If the police cannot protect me, if Zigta cannot protect me, I'll take it in my own hands. And that is what I've decided to do. Because I tried so many times. I've reported these people. Nothing is done. Sometimes I even paid. There was a time I paid. Oh, you need to give us money so that we can verify these numbers. I paid Woodlands Police 1,000 kwacha. You went and verified the numbers. You called this person. Oh no, I'm in Western Province. What did you do? You come back to me. I should give you transport money to go pick up these people. Why? I should be the one again to give you money to go pick up these people. When Walungu had a problem, what did you do? Mnaeta matanka na matanka mwaenda mwapeleka huko. Mwakangi wacheko indotenga bantu wako Western Province ina nchose ndrama fuel. Ninakana. And this is why these people are not picked up. Because I refused. It's not like I couldn't afford the ndrama fuel. I had to stand my ground. Because I felt like you wanted to use me. You thought I was a fool. I said, I'm not, since I chose Andrama Transport. It's either you pick them up. If you don't pick them up, then I'll fight them myself. And that's exactly what I've decided. I've been fighting these people on social media myself. When they come to me, intimidating me, saying or something, I fight back. And when I'm fighting, you people have the nerves to get those clips. Mkatutenga tuma clips. Mwambo tu ponya ponya uko kutuposita. Ati nituko na president. Fine. Let's say if those insults were correct. They are insults, right? I'm insulting the president. Why are you posting them all over on your page? If they are insults. Because in muntu watukwa na president. Since I tenga ma nonsense yako ya jamaa watukwa na president naika pa page panga. Unless I'm in support. So all of you that have posted my video. You're just as guilty as me. Why am I saying so? Those insults, me a post it pa page pan. Especially you a comedian, kapandi you a comedian ndani, you post iwe. Wankala nonkala, umvere la video. Umvere la ma insult. What series umvere la ma insult? You got the nerves. You got the nerves. Did you hear those insults? So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to prove? Tell me, what are you trying to prove? If I'm insulting the president, and then you post those insults, what are you trying to prove? Tell me, what are you trying to prove? I'll protect the president. Protecting what? What are you trying to protect? Nonsense. First of all you're interested is to get likes. Most of you bloggers that are posting my videos, you're just interested to get likes and numbers because you don't have content. And this is why you're using that nonsense to get likes. Because if you had content, there's no way you're going to post those insults. You post your content. But I remember my content in my I don't even care. You don't. So, you'd rather post my insults. I'm not condemning. Oh, how can she insult the president? But you're posting them on the same page. It's like mundu atukana wa mai wako. Wabwela waenda kuli wa mai wako. Mami. Ndani za kutukwa nani ati so. Does that make sense? Futu wa brezamo yo my insults. Does that make sense? So all of you that have been posting my page, you're just as guilty. And the day whether the police or whoever summons me, I'm summoning you too. All of you who shared these videos. Because this case is not going to be an easy case. I'm ready, okay? I come to Zambia. Mkanishite summon ati natuko na president. Inasindina ba ja, vipuwa, vamematenga, mapeleka kukoti. I've my lawyer. I've got lawyers. But I don't even need to use my lawyers. I will represent myself. But in that court case, I'm bringing up all of you, whoever, as long as you know you've shared that video, I will bring you to court. Because I did not share that video. You did on your page to get likes, to get views. So those views, you created it. Why? Because your first priority was to get views. You didn't post that because you were upset that I insulted the president, which I did not. Okay? You posted because you wanted views. Number one. So just know that the day they summon me at Inatuana president, iyo kesi yo, na mwenkule tani wafikala. whether it's on TikTok, wherever, just know that I'm bringing you to the case. In a sindine wa jawantu, my rights yawo. I know my rights. Okay? I've been in the courts in Zambia before. Ngasmuziwa. Sindine mo mayopa ku court. I've been in the courts ku Zambia in before ku Chongwe. Nekam court needs to represent. Okay? I know the law. Ngasmuziwa. So don't think when I come up on social media, I'm just talking from without. If there's someone, a citizen, who knows her rights, it's me. Okay? I know my rights. So no one can push me around. So just know that you not post a video yanga ija. Cause you'll be implicated. Okay? You'll be implicated. So where am I? What do you take me for? What do you take me for? The European administration, they should know better. If you go to Chongo, go check the records. You'll see. I had cases there. 3 cases in 2018. Disturbing peace at the airport. Malicious damage, chancha assault on a police officer. I had those cases. Was I scared to go to court? No. Ninaenda ku court. Nasisha na represent Neka. And I beat that case. And this case as well, mkanchite summon, I'll beat it. Tinga betting and no betting and kuzani so. In a sindine wa janto, I'm nemuli pazambi, I'm my rights yam. I know my rights. So if you're gonna think you're gonna dent my image, you post to my post to 12 poor, imomtenga my likes. You're there listening. Oh, can she do this? How can she do this? Meanwhile, you're posting because you want views. Have your own content. If I insulted the president, let whoever summon me, I'll come to Zambia. I've been in the courts in Zambia. Penenze ku court in one time ku Zambia. Nenze pa police bond. In Zambia, wanika pa police bond so. The day when they adjourn my case, I used to increase bond young. 15,000 for 2 working sureties. I had to leave the country. Do you know what they said? Oh, you can't leave the country because you can't end Suzakabuel. I told them, no, I'm not that kind of person. If I leave, I'll come back. Okay? The prosecutor wanted to say no. If she goes, she'll never come back. I said, no. I told the judge, I will come back. Have my word. I will come back. And the judge granted me to leave. And they told them that give her passport back so she could leave. They gave me back my passport. Okay? The police had my passport. Okay? Which they're not even supposed to. Because where in the world you are dealing in a court case, your police in your passport young. In what capacity? The court should have my passport, not you wake up. But anyway, the judge told me to kuenda ku police nitenge passport yanga and leave the country and come back when court mu January. I went natenga ne passport yanga. I traveled to the United States, okay? Nishinipa police bonding. And sign it wanko wanga. And the late friend who passed away, Regina, may her soul rest in peace. She signed the police bond for me. And before that, if anything, she wasn't even on a prison. And I signed up a face in your uncle wanga na wanzao. Kosala one day munga maironi enda. Nona chiwanko wanga bonitenga. Atitie ku airport. Tenda kuja ku airport inenafika. Kazi waja wanzao. Washita withdraw atawe. Wachoka hapo. Swazankala wa shuriti wanga. Wanani breza mwine maseozo. Wani breza. Ufunko sakila shuriti winangu. Awa wachoka hapo. Which I understand because this woman, she never knew me. She was a friend of my uncle. Okay? So, sons of never signed a police bond in America and then inga sina bwere wakatengele mowevi. Which I understand. Okay? This is when Regina came in. Regina and Sainila in a police bond. Even though bantu amule say, ah, we usa Saina. Akaende ete usazaka bwere. But Regina knew me so well. Despite what people told her, oh, usa Saina. Ana Saina. Ero muntu nshana wana. Okay? Ana Saina. Ana Sainila. Naende na bwere kwa America. Naka 2 weeks. I came back January 12. Kesi yanga inaenze pa January 15. Iko na January 15. Nenzo kuchongwe ku court kuseni. A prosecutor waniona. He was shocked. Shocked. You know what the prosecutor said? This says a lot about your character. I can't believe it that you went to the United States with a police bond wa brera back to Zambia kukuma kesi kwa. But I was like, I told you that I'll go and come back. Munuuze mwe ndimo wangati mwati ulipa police bond wakusainira police bond wabwera kwa America wabwera munga bwerere. Most of you munga bwerere mungaende mwaendelea. There are a lot of people in Zambia mo wala masainira ma police bond ya uli mu Zambia watap. Not me. Okay? Not me. So know who you're dealing with. Not me. Nina bwera ene kuno. No bwerera. Olo uncle kuzoni tumira. Are you coming? Let's uncle, don't worry. I'm coming. I've booked my flight. I landed in Zambia January 12. Kesi yanga ize pa 15. 15 January wanawonso akapokola wajawa wabwera kwa mkoti ofya sonzo ganza mga sinza kabwera. Waniwona mkoti. Nafika ni mkoti. At that time na lawyer wanga senzeko. Enzeko Livingstone. I had to represent myself in court. Nafika ni mkoti wa lawyer wanga swali kwa prosecutor wazi wa judge. No, her lawyer is not here, so we have to adjourn the case. I said no. I had to tell the judge that there's no way you're going to adjourn this case. I came all the way from the United States for this case. So we have to proceed. Imo munga kambepo so. Munga kambepo imo. Mulambwaza che, mulambwaza. But in Enapo na I came all the way from the United States. And we have to proceed, even without my lawyer. And the judge granted us that we'll go in the chambers, we'll proceed. Because when I itana yonse ma case, in yanga swana itana. Nankala. Sa itana case yanga. The judge abwadaba, what about this lady's case? Because the prosecutor sons of right to proceed because the lawyer wanga swariko. We need to address case yako. When itana na ima naenda mbox. Nobody say explain. Nothing in any possible. Naenda kwa America. Na brera, na zileta. So there's no way you can adjourn this case when I came all the way from the United States. Because if I wanted, I was going to stay in America. And there was nothing you guys could have done. Because you can't just come to America kunitenga. You need to tell the US government kunileta. And which sembe sibinachitike. Why? At that time, when they busy wako America, I better nita watu badringane na kakesi ka Ethel. Like I'm a criminal. I wasn't a criminal. It's not like napa ya muntu. You think America is gonna waste time? America wana vote chita vambiri American government. Kapo akambe mwatumi the phone. Oh, we have a Zambian. Alina kesi kuno. Anaacha akapokola or anafoimba akapokola. And then akafusani, how did it happen? Oh no, kapokola na mchamo mbama. And then naiva brezamo. Wakambia chabe, Zambia na ulesi. Sanga nilete no nileta kuzambi. So know who you're dealing with. Know who you're dealing with. Okay? So I even did them a favor kuzileta. Okay? Because nga simbe sina bwere. Enzofunika kuza American government inilete. Ero American government simbe sina inilete. Because sina pa ina muntu. Anesi nga napa ya muntu. Wanga nilete. Because they already generate muntu. Mwana munga you can just make a phone call. Biden. Ete hokuno achasa umlete. Pamna pabwa. Oh. Biden atumina wakapokola wako New York. Oh. NYPD. Go pick up Ethel. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's a process here. And there has to be something major, something serious. If I mean, so you must brush a bear, to come and when you don't even know anything. Do you even follow what happens in this world? I want to locate this basketball amkazi. She did something or mumanga kurasha is in a chan vapid. Did you see what happened? It was a process. Even the United States because the negotiations. Okay? It took almost a year. The US government started negotiating to atenge uja muntu watu. Nayo Russia bakamba okay ngamufuna mutenga mutipase abantu babiri wakawalala babiri to exchange. Simuziwa imwe. You think it's that easy? Huh? You think it's that easy? Na tu mlandu tutose tube na kupua. Get educated. If you're not, find out from people that know the laws. So nima verenga ma comments. Na verenga oh Interpol. Just Interpol no. Nonsense. What do you know about Interpol? What do you know? Oh, actually they can just call the Zambian embassy and this. What can the Zambian embassy no? Ningaende lero solo ku embassy. What can the embassy do to me? What can the Zambian embassy do to me? What have I done? Napaya ambassador. What can the embassy do to me? Nonsense. Even the US government, what can they do to me? What have I done? Nachita visa? Nachita visa ni kutu abwere che. So think before you talk. Think. Also, smart. Meanwhile, you're just showing yourself like poor. Oh, they can actually just call that country and then they send her back here. Send me back where? For what? Nonsense. I'm a US citizen here. Okay? I'm a US citizen here. Have I committed any crime to the US government? No. I've lived a clean life in it. Okay? Even just to become a US citizen, they do a background check. Okay? So you have to do a background check. Okay? You have to do a background check. If there's a country, we're checking, we're running at my fingerprints. What's your family chitap? In my fingerprints, there's nothing that I've done in this country. Nothing. You saw the license I put up, okay? You're real estate here. Do you know to have that license, you cannot have a criminal background to have that license? If you have a criminal background, you cannot have that license. You can't. Okay? You can't have that license. Ngasmuzi. So let me educate you right now. Sindi nevaja to my real estate agent to one to auka cherero to enda pakakona pa road. Ndine agent. It doesn't work like that in America. You have to go to school for it. Pass exams. Pass exam ya school. After pass exam ya school, you have to write a state test. Pass a footy exam ya state. That's when they issue that license. And for you to maintain it, you cannot have a criminal record because you're dealing with the public. The public has to be protected. So I cannot have a criminal record. Okay? So know who you're dealing with. Some mwana mangaja license ni license yaki ukache waendo and mchi building nifuna license in the agent in person. Do your research. You're always found per computer per Facebook. Stand research. Nonsense. Know who you're dealing with. So, you know how long I've had that license? Since 2009. How many years are that? Since 2009, I've had that license. I've maintained it with a clean record. And every 2 years, Kono, you have to renew your license. So, forever. That license, pass forever. Every 2 years, you have to renew it. When renewing, you have to take my continuing ed courses. So I could renew you have to take fresh up courses. After our series and my courses, our series of ones. After verification, as well as on nothing, my continuing ed courses. That's when they issue again, renew you for another 2 years. So every 2 years, you have to do that every 2 years. And they have to check to verify again. Olonga tunawana. Monga wa muna so. Child support suri pira. So you own a license. Jakupoka. Child support. Suna pae munduka. Una baby mama wako. So mulipira child support. Chakusa report. So you own a license wakupoka. You cannot even owe child support. So that's how serious it is to have that license. Na child support isu funika ku owinga. If you owe child support, ija license isu itenga. So pass. So if imagine a license that child support chabe wakupoka. What more ukapanga mlandu ukulu? What more ukapanga mlandu ukulu? Okay? Child support chabe. When renewing, there's someone who said, do you owe child support? You have to answer yes or no. So ngati ndiwe vija mwamuno amemu kondati wa damage or kwa damage so you play child support. Then you just know that muno America sunga you cannot practice real estate. You cannot have that license because they will not give you if you owe child support. So you see how serious it is. Just child support. Now imagine if you're a criminal. You think you can have it? You can't. Say mama mubwira wanga tume chera mutume ine kulipoko wanga ni tume. Okay? unless nazileta neka. And kuzileta neka, nizileta, nibwela. Why? Because I've not committed any crime. I will come to Zambia. I'm not scared. Nibwela. The only thing you can do, munganipaseka call out, which I'll respond, I'll come. I'm not scared. It's not something new to me. I've done that before. 3 times uko ku headquarters. Nabwela. Na kuchongwe, not kuchongwe, but Charleston police. I've been there. Not gonna mom Charleston in. Okay? Says this is not something new to me. Okay? Kupena vameni opa. I know my rights. So my mom bwacha bapa kazitambani chabe. Osa bwapa kuzonesa opuwa. Wanga tumeche mulete. Kubekwe wanileta. Wala. I'm a citizen here. Kubekwe wanileta. Muzita ilantawe. Muzita ilantawe. Interpo. Uchi Interpo. Nakupa Iran president wano. Namupaya na tawa kutwa itane Interpo. Oh, this person has killed our president. So she's wanted. Chokani hapa. Just because nakuza nimirira. Basa kusekani nokusekani. Nakuza nimirira hapa mina hapo manje muyope wamwitana kuti. Halisi nakupa Iran president wano namupaya and then natawa. Oh, huyo hapa ya president hapo peve ya. But it will be still a process. Sasa nyamula chabe. So it's a process. Ngasimuziba. Orona paya so muntu na bwela kuna. It's a process. Sasa bwela chabe. Mama machitira imwe. Matuma vaka pokora. Vafika pa nyumba vakunyamula. Munganisa kama mpoteta. No, it's a process. Ma negotiations ya nation to nation ya jeoleta muntu. It's a process. Inga taking it so 1 year. Sumuni wona swani late. So if you don't know how it works, Valanjo to come at one. Van to come. You don't know who you're dealing with. Sindine monga yemu, amesumzwa my right hand. And I know my rights. This is why wakapokola Mzambia ni wakanitana. Wanitana. Oh, this is warn and caution. So Chinari Branji, I don't do that. That's for you guys who don't know your rights. I don't do that. And there's nothing they can do. They can't even force me to answer their questions. I just tell them, you want to deal with me? Let's go in court. That's me. So, muzita ilantawi. Ola panka brere vanitana warn and caution. OBL does not do warn and caution. You warn and caution yami mwapa Zambia. Mlesunzwa my rights yan. Not in. Mwambela ka? Yani kamba so hapa so na wakapokola olobandela also. Headquarters, police have been there 3 times. 3 times is on Nangenamo. One is CID. Nangenamo. 3 times on it done. Ijamia machita kuri imwe. Oh, bwela leta mafoni wakupoka foni wanaisunga kapokola. Wasungira imwe notine. Ine foni yanga kapokola sunga itengo waisunga. Kapela nikayate ofoni kaja ukasunga not iPhone. iPhone yeve wala sini kupasa so isunga ni yanga. Ka Airtel nikupasa. Yamen using a yanga personal yamen machitapo vonse. I don't go to the bank. I do my banking on my phone. Okay? I don't go to the bank. My main bank that I have, Navy Federal, I haven't been to that bank maybe in 2 years. I do everything on my phone. So iwe kapokola hapa Zambia sunga kate phone yanga nikusiri. Ngakupasa waigwirako. Basi ngakupasa na password. Suza ngenamo mfoni mwangu. And that's a fact. Ask your PF. They tried that. When I cut the phone young, quite alright. But I never gave them the password. Why boys and boys? And boys there. So njeni. So mzita ilanta usindine we churufia tayari yao. You want to see my phone and ankara 4-3 months ya ku police. Nothing. You're not gonna keep my phone at your. Ngakupasa po jita but so I think okay now when I'm walking out with my phone. Because it's my phone. It's not your phone. Mandela. So know who you're dealing with. Ndimo mnesumuzwa my rights. So nkalani chabe kazitambani wa Zambia. Kazitambani. Just watch. Ndimo mnewa yofia wa wakapokola. Wayofia imweka sumuzwa my rights yani. Ola iva mama chita vaupuwa. Wabwera. Shave my thugs viva church. Wanyamuka mwaenda panyumba pa muntu munama ndise vakapokola. Mwamutenga muntu mwampeleka ku police mimi wasindimo wakapokola. Mwafika kuja na hivyo wakapokola wakushitani entertain. Oh, tachoka kusecretariat. So taleta huyu. Nonsense. Nje wakupusikana mna wakapokola. But I understand why. It's the system. This is why I'm running for president, to change the system. There's no way a police should be entertaining thugs, getting people manyumba waleta police, and then you are entertaining. Nonsense. This is why I want to change the system. I'm speaking English right now. Someone says, can you please speak in English because you have people from Nigeria? Okay, I'll try to speak English. So, in what capacity? You're a thug. You go pick up someone. You pretend that you're a police officer. Then you take that person to the police, and the police entertains that. What kind of nonsense is that? I thought that should have been in the past, during PF. But you still entertain the same nonsense. This is why I've been telling you that my president, he's a pretender. He wants to pretend like he's a turtle or a tortoise who is just quiet in his shell. Meanwhile, he's a lion. If you're a lion, stop pretending. Show us that you're a lion so that we can act accordingly. Because we'll know, okay, our president is a lion. So, one with caution. Osa shita pretend kunkala tortoise. Amenti buera. Oh, our president wa tortoise. Wa buera. Ufika. Ni lion. Ah, we. Ngandwe lion, ndwe lion. Ngandwe tortoise, ndwe tortoise. So choose. What are you gonna be? A turtle or a lion? Huh? Apapalibe vochta bragada brapa. Ngandwe lion, ndwe lion. Ngandwe teto, ndwe teto. So that naise tiziwe mofikira up. Who should pretend to tortoise, but meanwhile behind the scene ndwe lion. Watuma mathags vako hivyo. Bando nyamula bantu. Oh, you're a relative of Ethel. Wamunyamula muntu. Lying that ya ndimo wakapokola. Basi ndimo wakapokola. Mwapeleka na muntu. Mina wama kupusikana. Inenda nilipa Zambia. So nilipa Zambia. Mwabwela mathags. Mwafika. Mwina mvova chindi mwakapokola. You know, first thing I tell you, show me your ID. Show me your badge. Unilangize badge au kapokola nione. Ngasuiona. I'll just tell you, get the fuck out of here. That's why. Sorry, ni Sunday little, but you need to go. It's okay, because man carry peace. You're not gonna put my mom in a situation. She's calling me. Oh, choka up pa Facebook. Uzati mangisa. Nati mami wakumange na wakumange ni vicha. What have you done? Pa Facebook sin choka up. I've been on Facebook before HH was president, and I'll continue being on Facebook even when he's gone. You feel me? You feel me? Manimvera, mwahazo nambira, mwautwa zono ulela, mwapulika na yowoya, mwafefe na landa, mwamvera vena kamba. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. Unless HH owns Facebook. But the last time I checked, HH does not own Facebook. Same with my bloggers, I'm using you wana HH. Mustailan tawe. Inenza kudiringan. Kadi kuononga kwenda kuzikta na polisi mkononga ntao. So I'll deal with you myself. I'll continue dealing with you guys. You thugs. Zambian underground deformation, especially wamene you underground information. I'll continue dealing with you kachikala iwe. Ndwe kachikala ka iwe. Una bad action ndwe kamfana wamna inte something. Wako yuzinga. I hope wakumangira nyumba. Not kupasa chema change. Sewe kachikala iwe. Underground information. Nikakudiringa. Longa ndo brapa Zambia. Nikukonga cheni mbo kujua tumachende twako tuanoto no kujesa wakachikala. Hata ise, muna munga mga terrorizing. Ndafuti HH akachoka. Achoka HH. Nikukonga straight so. No kujua mutu nga soera nae. Kukujua mutu so after achoka. Ugaza HH anga use protect forever. Anga use protect forever. Achoka 2026. Uzaenda ku. Eva zanga ashta enjoy. Then he was zanga ku. Hata ise. Niko konka senta kujua mutu. Inosa ni soesa na fasa na kuza na ti. I'm a very nice person. But nikakaripa ni makaripa kuipa. Ni makaripa kuipa. Nichia na brutalness jaya HH. HH are brutal, but I'm still pretend. Manje nisi still pretend. So the brutalness ya HH jaya sala pants. I'm 10 times that. So about my bloggers, my memory piriwa, nemene church. Just know, or panga muganza tiba stand protect. I can wait 2026. Achoka na boku juani mitu Afrika. Ngamswera na ile. Yes, you know so it is. So you know says I'm not bwera pa malemba. Oh, information reaching us. The mom will be brought in for questioning. God disturb my mom. Get her for questioning. You see what will happen. Imomnakangi wakenda police ukoko nakusani report ku dance police. Why you paka pokora? Wakuyopa. And you got the nerves to go call my mom for nonsense. Call police. Muzwafunza ma nonsense wa maiwanga ine. Eh? Because you're a big organization like you told me last time. I've proven it now. We did the same thing to Lungu. Who are you? I told you I'm ECE, not ECL. ECE. Nakuzi. So kawatengeni mama ibanga for questioning. Ujamna zaenda. Kendo nyamula wamene uja wafika wamene wamnoza face nzambe wamnaza tumafoni no tumafoni ya mama ibanga ukaipezo tumafoni. 1. 2. Wamnozaenda wamene waenda wando tenga mama ibanga. Face wamene imwabishi. Niku juani mapopo yani. Nyajua mapopo yani. Niwapeleka kulu wamina kutumani. Cause nimuzo wamina kutumani. You're not gonna play that game kuli we are police disease wenzira take. No, I know who's sending you. So jamina kutumani nimupelekela mapopo ya mine ayo. Chikuli eve kapena funo ya adia. Olo kapena funo ya sunga kutaziyu zingira kulo wakaya. Wamvera? Ndine kena angu inosanso iresa machepa afikara. Wamvera pamela kuza. So yes. Katengeni wa mayango matumile phone. Nizajua mapopo. I don't even have to be in Zambia. Kujua mapopo ayo. Nituma chebanda. Wajua mapopo ayo. Nombelekera uja. Isida akadie mapopo yaja. Olongafu na kaya pike. Vamina za chitanavo ni vakevo. Inenzamule itela chabati. Mapopo aya yapia. Ufuna kudia olo ufuna ushita chani. Wamina uyo wamina za kutuma iwe. I hope manimvera. You wanna deal with me? Deal with me. Leave my mom out of the nonsense. Should I see you posting again, mentioning my mom in this nonsense? Susan Konda. Nina information kudala iwe underground yako. Na kwa mno peze kanikuzio. Kuzankala maliro. Kuzankala maliro. Wamene iwe ka underground iwe kachikala iwe. Unabado wa 90 kapa 93 ka 94 iwe. Uziboni chochunganya iwe kachikala iwe. I don't even know I don't even know if you're a man now. Kapena na kuchinda muntu nga chindo mpasa na mimba. I don't even know. Unabado wa 93 uzingati ezi. Imbwa iwe. So try it. Post another post mentioning my mom. Niboku jua machende yako ayo. Manje nitukwa nae. Nikujua machende yako nipeleke kulu wamina kutuma. Mapusa maningi wafikara. Mapusa wafikara ni sanderero. Elo nzenda na kuchechi. Nienda na kuchechi. Mapusa maningi wafikara. Post another post mentioning my mom. Oh, her mom has been brought for questioning. Sakujua machende ayo. Nyapeleke kwa mla kutuma. Mapusa maningi wafikara. Mbona monga niku Uganda kono. Niku Uganda. Isitari wamne weka underground iwe. Na kupingira. Usa makari zikta ikuyopa. We wajama guys chanchana wakuyopani. Ijadena tuma muntu kuzikta. What do you do? Unitumira picture. Tizi wa watuma uyu muntu. So we are a step ahead of you. I know you're in control of Zikta. I know you're in control of the police because of your boss. I know that. You think I'm a fool? But what I'm just telling you, do the unthinkable. I'll do the same. Do the unthinkable. Whether to my friends, to my relative, I'll do the same. nza kukatira posa kata nikukata kumoyo kwa mene oko ene kairi jokweni kata. So if you think you can play this game, last time you told me that you guys are a big organization. You are a big organization in a nirineka. Nirineka, bring it on. Bring it on in a nirineka where you're a big organization. Irete. In a cinema chat ma Tom and Jerry. Apocalypto and Scarface, those are the kind of things that I play. So you wanna play Tom and Jerry with me? And I'm gonna play Apocalypto and Scarface to you. I don't have time for nonsense. Have you ever watched Apocalypto? Apocalypto si soberesa. Sti sanka olontuana ntuchani tipaya. So do the unthinkable. I'll touch you where it hurts. Orona kamwana. Nkujuira kamwana. Njene. I can be nice. But nikakaripa kuhipa. So ngatungaza mnganyishe terrorize ine. Mwende munchite yo. Kozi muzi wake kozi tikamukatira wa mai wake. Uyu mfana uyu azayopa. Sini yopa. Try it. Try it. I'll touch you where it hurts too. Touch my mom. She's the only one I have. I don't have a father. My dad died a long time ago. So touch my mom. You curse the day you were born. And you curse the day yamna zivana na wamno yamna kutu. Ndanzambirira iwe. Na jua machende ayo. Ambera? Nikatuma kuli boss wako. Nikatuma kuli boss wako. Kaya vamina za shita nayo nvake. Ngafuna kazi ya sunga zilo wela ako nvake. Ngafuna kuyadia akayadi. Ambera? Secondly, ngaona family na iwe. Nikukatira wamina ujopa mtima. Nina information usaiweka underground. Nina information kudala yako yonsi. So your boss wako yosanga kushite protect. Unless ukuke uzinkala na boss wako. Wambera wakachikala. Kuka kazinkala nae. Otherwise, watch your back wekachikala. Pepaja wagona uli mnyumba. Kuchaira komando wa ungenea ache pepaja jua machende yako. Wambera. So take this as a friendly warning. I'm not someone to mess around with. But if you think I'm a joke, do the unthinkable. Pazankala bloodshed up opazambi. Afikala imwe. I don't even want to repeat myself again. I hope one in there kachikala. Kai uli papa oma mvera. Post another post about my mom kachikala. Kujubila mapopo yako ayo. Right now I think nza kujesa first. And then I'm going to meet a boss wako. Afikala imwe. You think you can terrorize us? You're fighting a losing battle, Africa. Let me move to the next topic. Wanimvera ka. Wanimvera. Palibechi gayo hapa. Ni Sunday lero ka. Waningisana kunkalira bruto lero. Stick caring isi. Titukwana. We don't care. Because you're no different. You're pretenders. You want to pretend like you're a terror. Meanwhile, you're a lion. At least I don't pretend. I show you, lion. So you know how to approach me. Because I show you that I'm a lion. But you're not showing me that you're lions. But I know you're lions. It's the Zambian people that doesn't know that you're lions. You're fooling them. But you can't fool me. You can fool some people sometimes. But you can't fool all the people all the time. So I'm not one of them that you can fool. But check Bafka. I'll call my mom, nikasiriza. Nimvele foot. You're not gonna let in na my wanga. Chiziyambana pa vintu vaopoa. Who are you? Who are you? Because yesterday, it wasn't a good conversation na my wanga. It wasn't. Yes. Yes, Africa. Share you with underground information, Zambian underground information kachikara. Ndwe kachikara kai ndwe kamfana. Na mimba muntu sunga pass obviously we. Ukali kachikara kangone we. Amaspemo mulibi omuntu achantu wako iwe. Kaimbwa iwe. What would I want to talk? After that manage. The series since na kamba. I think I've addressed it. Something. I'm gonna share something to you. It's not book so very. Agabuku nikakonda. Overcoming tough times. God's answer to every situation. I want to talk about too focused on possessions. Because we are focused on possession. Okay? And that's not what I do. You focus too much on possession. Okay? Don't collect yourself treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But collect yourselves treasures in heaven. Okay? Where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves don't break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. That's Matthew 6 verse 19 to 21. You're a Christian nation. Go read that. All too often we focus our thoughts and energies on the accumulation of earthly treasures, creating untold stress in our lives and leaving precious little time to accumulate the only treasures that really matter, the spiritual kind. Our material possessions have the potential to do great good. But if we allow the things we own to own us, we may pay dearly for our misplaced priorities. You hear that? I'm just sharing with you so that you know. Society focuses intently on material possession, but God's word teaches us time and again that money matters little when compared to the spiritual gifts that the Creator offers to those who put Him first in their lives. Remember that God should come first and everything else next. Did you hear that? Remember that God should come first and everything else next. So God should come first. Next. Remember that God should come first. Next. But everything else. So if it's everything else, that includes boss work. When you give God His rightful place in your heart, you will have a clear vision of the things that really matter. Then you can joyfully thank your Heavenly Father for your spiritual blessings that are, in truth, too numerous to count. True content comes from the godliness in the heart, not from the wealth in the hand. Okay, these are just verses teaching you about focusing too much on possession. Do not love, actually this is 1 John 2 verse 15. It reads, do not love the world or things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Proverbs 11 verse 28. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish. Let me repeat that. Proverbs 11 verse 28. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish. That's Proverbs 11 verse 28. Mark 8 verse 36 to 37. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? Luke 12 verse 34. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Let me repeat that. Luke 12 verse 34. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. 1 Timothy 6 verse 7 to 8. Since we entered the world penniless, and will leave it penniless, If we have bread on the table and shoes on the feet, that's enough. 1 Timothy 6 verse 7 to 8. Since we entered the world penniless, meaning with nothing, you came into the world with nothing, and we will leave it penniless. You will leave it with nothing again. If we have bread on the table and shoes on our feet, that's enough. So that's 1 Timothy 6 verse 7 to 8. Our real riches. How important are your material possessions? Not as important as you might think. That doesn't mean you should live in a shack and dress in rags. But when we become overly enamored with the things we own, we needlessly distance ourselves from the peace that God offers to those who place Him at the center of their lives. Of course, we all need the basic necessities of life. But once we meet those needs for ourselves and for our families, the piling up of the possessions creates more problems than it solves. Our real riches, of course, are not of this world. We are never really rich until we are rich in spirit. We are never really rich until we are rich in spirit. Do you find yourself wrapped up in the concerns of the material world? If so, it's time to reorder your priorities by returning your thoughts and your prayers to more important matters. And it's time to begin storing up riches that will endure throughout eternity. The spiritual kind. Manvera. I'm almost finishing, just like 2 pages many. The socially prescribed affluent middle-class lifestyle has become so normative in our churches that we discern little conflict between it and the Christian lifestyle prescribed in the New Testament. These are just quotes by people. So this was Tom Capolo. That's a quote by Tom Capolo. And then there's also Mary Morrison. It says, we are made spiritually lethargic by the steady diet of the materialism. Then Philip Yancey and Paul Brandt, their quote says, a society that pursues pleasure runs the risk of raising expectations ever higher. So the true contentment always lies tantalizingly out of reach. Dennis Swarberg. Here is a simple test. If you can see it, it's not going to last. Do you hear that? If you can see it, it's not going to last. The things that last are the things you cannot see. Did you get that? If you can see it, it's not going to last. The things that last are the things you cannot see. Then the other one says, the cross is laid on every Christian. It begins with the call to abandon the attachments of this world. Greed is enslaving. Greed is enslaving. The more you have, the more you want, until eventually avarice consumes you. Mwana femena kozani olomonga muntu nolembera branch batakayifuna futi ndalama. So nje greed jaka. The more you have, the more you want. Vima chitika ivoka. Nisemi monga wane Bill Gates wana ndalama batakayifuna po ndalama zinango. Mwaona ka? A tip for tough times. The world wants you to believe that money and possession can buy happiness. Don't believe it. Genuine happiness comes from not money, but from the things that money can't buy. Starting, of course, with your relationship to God and His only begotten Son. Let me repeat this. The world wants you to believe that money and possession can buy happiness. Don't believe it. Genuine happiness comes not from money, but from the things that money can buy. Starting, of course, with the relationship with God and his only begotten son. So that will give you happiness. More to have a relationship with God. Not in Daram. Do you know that you can have money and still not be happy? Do you know that? You can have everything and still not be happy. If you didn't know. Okay? Una motoka, una chani, vivos and Daram, but you're not happy. And then there can be someone, I'll be on a motoka, not even in a njinga. Okay? But that person is happy. Then you own a mamoto apani angat. Nandalama panzingat. Okay? So you're better off having a relationship with God than focusing on material things. That's why it's we don't focus on material things. I don't myself, to be honest. Pajan kambo kamba vonyoza nyoza ni manyoza chabe because you more post. This is why sometimes you see me. I live a simple life. I'll come to Zambia. Naenda na mangato mkule tuja. Mwani kamba, mwani nyoza. Because to me, those are viben cheat to vija. Ni bwere pa Zambia nike weave ya 50,000 kwacha. Then what? Eh? Then what? What am I trying to prove? Ndiye mwenangu, ulibepo na drama, but you try so hard to prove something that you can't even prove. Waenda kulibeni. Wando manga kapansi is at 20 pin or that 15 pin. Trying to prove a point, right? Then here comes me. Na bwera kuchirenje na manga to this 100 kwacha. Then you look down on me. Like, that's just a preference. You prefer kuenda kulibeni kumanga sisizo dola. Ni choice yako. I prefer going and kumanga to 200 kwacha. It's my preference. So don't mock me because of my preference or my choice. You in choice yako. So ufuna ni forcing ene nileke kusta vindu venamba kudala kuchita kumanga to 200 kwacha. Ubonunze ni bwere ni kujoin ni kamange kulisisi za beni za 15 pin. Of course, I have the money I can pay. But that's besides the point. Iyo ameno nyoza ulibepo na 15 pin ya mneyo ya mno mangira ayi mwenangu mvuko uvula mendo wakugona nje ko yiona 15 pin isetawe nangu still vula mendo wamera tili nayo, but we are smart with our money. So I'll go nindo manga 600 kwacha tetuja nasunga no isunga ija 15 pin ili moni ona tiyo iyo yankara 15 pin. Yo waenda kugona, waenda kumanga, ulibe na 15 pin. So ukafuna 15 china ngoja, kufuna waenda futu kugonewe. You see the difference? In the 15 pin yanga ili papo, kulibewa mlani gona. So nikafuna 15 china yangu, nicho sapo pepa aja futi na ndogura, chincheni funa. Kulibewa ni gona, iwe, every time, kufuna kugonewe. So osa leta my lifestyle yani ya opo wakuli ine. Keep your lifestyle. So don't compare your lifestyle to my lifestyle. I choose this lifestyle. And there's a reason why. I prefer this lifestyle. So don't force me to have your lifestyle that I don't even know where you get your money. When don't go vravula uko fulu kapera ma STD ma chanjani ya mungo tengana uko. Posa. Anyway. Conclusion. These are just questions to consider. Do you genuinely understand that material possession will not bring me lasting happiness? In question, do I genuinely understand that material possessions will not bring me lasting happiness? Ask yourself that. Do I genuinely understand that material possession will not bring me lasting happiness? Ask yourself that. Second question. Do I understand that my possessions are actually God's possessions? And do I use those possessions for His purpose? Ask yourself that. Do I understand that my possessions are actually God's possessions? And do I use those possessions for his purpose. Ask yourself that. Do my spending habits reflect the values that I hold most dear? And am I a faithful steward of my resources? Ask yourself that. Do my spending habits reflect the values that I hold most dear? And am I a faithful steward of my resources? Ask yourself that. I'm thinking of series and no series. Is there anything here? Oh, yeah, it's done. So there's just like a prayer. It says, Dear Heavenly Father, when I focus intently upon you, I am blessed. When I focus too intently on material possessions, I am troubled. Make my priorities pleasing to you, Father, and make me a worthy servant of your Son. Amen. So what I was reading today, this chapter, because this book has different chapters. This chapter was talking about we are too focused on possessions. So it was talking about being too focused on possessions. The next chapter, it talks about finding strength. Chapter 25. Overcoming tough times. I bought it in Barnes and Noble. If you ever go somewhere, overcoming tough times. God's answer to every situation. Overcoming tough times. This book has really helped me spiritually myself. I always try to read a chapter. I think before in the past, I used to do like every Sunday, I'll do a chapter and read, but I stopped. So today I just felt like I should share one of these chapters with you guys, focusing on, too focused on possession. But my one chapter saying finding strength. I'm not going to read that because it's a long whole chapter. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's Philippians 14, verse 13. So this is just really talking about the strength that we have in God. Like God's love and support never changes. Okay. So this is like a whole chapter. There's like a lot of things you can read about concerning the strength that we have. But I'm not going to read now. I'll probably read for myself. Or if you get lucky, maybe next Sunday I can share this chapter with you guys. Finding strength. Maybe. I'm not promising. Because in Israel, I must mukonda mao ya mulungu. Mukonda chevija vao shiru, vao puwa, votu kwana. Papena sharing hivi va mulungu. Sumunga chite share. You won't even get a clip to post anywhere. Why? Because you know that what I'm talking about does not trend. But vijavao puwa, njiva mne mufuna, mza post it. Because me, there's a lot of things that I talk about. Not even a single day have I ever seen anyone posting it. Look what this girl she's talking about. Nothing. But now you want to dent my image over a video that I wasn't even talking about the president. I've shared something important. You're not gonna get a clip and post it that vinankon mao ya mulungu haya yekenzi kakamba kakageo. Sumza cheat. Why? Because you know those things don't trend. And you bloggers, you won't do it. Why? Because muza tunka posit daka. My views is sumza tenga pa page pan. But vijavot tukwa na vao shiru va drama nje vamne mafuna. And this is why that video is trending. Why? And this is why you posted. Even though you're claiming that I insulted the president, you still posted it on your page because you know you'll get views. So I challenge you, my bloggers. Since you pretend, I challenge you. Postani. Tengangon ka clip. Pari ama mulunga mena shita share. Postani tuone ngatika za trending. Postani tuone ngatika za trending. I'll pay you 5,000 kwacha. Ikaka trendinga. Mawe ya mulunga ya mena share ngako. Postani tuone. Please. Who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? Most of you bloggers. Muma flash abe to trending. Anje to mlemu post it. So pa javai votu kwana. Munaika because unaza tuzatenga my views. So to you, your most important thing. You focus to parichan. Ku trendinga. Njive mwana shitapo focus. That's what came to your head. Kanga kaposita. Pejanga is a trending, as a thing my numbers. In a penapanga video, when I was live, I didn't even get a lot of views. Why? Because that's where the original information was. And people know I wasn't insulting the president. So if you go back, the day I was going to Jamaica in the morning, that was June 17th. I'll never forget the day. Because the day is the day I was wedding your cousin Wanga. The day I'm in Jamaica. That's when I made that video. It wasn't even a video. It was a live Facebook. If you check to my views, why? Because I didn't insult the president. But imwe mnanda manje mwatenga ka clip kangono makapanga panga kuonesa mngani tuko na president is called that trending mwatenga ma views. You're the same people that come here kuniseka. Ni wangati watamba, ni wangati wa comment. Why? Because when I'm talking here, I say real things, facts, everything. And this is why these things don't trend. But imwe mutenga mwapanga tuntutwanu mwazinga information yanga mwapanga mwendo trending. Because if you took the whole entire video, it won't trend. Why? Because they will hear the full information. And this is why sumu machisaivo matinga chetungono mapanga so that it trending. Because honestly, if I did insult the president, why didn't the video trend on my page? Because ndine nina panga pa page. Why is not trending pa page panga? Yando trending akuri imwe pa ma page pano. Why? In that video, Nina in the live June 17, Chilimchati in July. So why is it trending now? Why didn't it trend Pamneja Depena in the live page pang? So ask yourself that. So also nishita dent image yangai. I've worked so hard in my life to be where I am. Okay? And my character is far from what you're trying to portray. And I don't need you to know me. I don't need to prove to you who am I. At your own time, you will. Understand me. I'm not going to force you to know me. I'm not going to force you to understand me. And I'm not going to force you to love me. This is me. I am who I am. I know who I am. For that reason, you can say whatever you want to say. Create whatever you want to create. At the end of the day, I'll still remain who I am. The real Ethel that I am. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know. Anyway, I think I'm done on that. My last is to share. I was supposed to talk about on Saturday, actually yesterday, but because of the funeral, everything got mixed up. Remember, I said each day I would talk about different topics. So yesterday I was supposed to talk about diplomatic missions and embassies and consulates. So I'll try. What time is it? It's 6:29. I think I have time. I'm trying to go to church today. So I think I can talk about those things today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me any question. I think I wrote something down. So as you all know, those that are new on this page, or if you're just joining in just now, today I'm talking about our diplomatic missions, like the embassies, the consulate, and missions abroad. You're all aware what we have. We have embassies, missions, consulates. If you're abroad in a different country, you want a passport or you want a birth certificate, you go to the embassy. They have a section there, excuse me, where they do that. Some countries actually have separate, like they'll have the consulate on its own, a separate building on its own. But some places you have the embassy, and then within the embassy you have a department there where you can go for consular issues. Also missions. like here in New York, we have a Zambian mission to the UN in New York. And we also have the Zambian embassy now in DC. Washington, DC. That's where the embassy is. So the embassy is in DC. Then the mission now, it's in New York. So it's the Zambian mission to the UN. Okay, United Nations. It's in New York. Then the embassy is in DC. And then both of them, they handle consular matters. Like if you want a passport, you want a birth certificate, you can go to both of them. They handle those issues themselves. Even if you have a funeral, you're trying to send the body back to Zambia. If you need to do any kind of paperwork, you still need the embassy to process those kind of paperwork for you. And also, not forgetting, for those that are doing like, excuse me, dual citizenship. Let's say if you apply for a dual citizenship, when you are doing that process, you do it at the embassy in DC. So what usually happens is you apply. Let's say you lost your citizenship, your Zambian citizenship, because the dual citizenship came in 2016. So those that acquired a different nationality before 2016, you basically automatically lost your Zambian citizenship. And that is where I fall myself, because I got my American citizenship in 2015. And by then, there was no dual citizenship in Zambia. So I automatically lost the Zambian citizenship. So you have to reapply to bestow your citizenship. So you have to apply kwa embassy. You pay the fee and then apply. And then you have to wait for the approval of that application. Right to Zambia. So the board sits down, I think, twice a year in Zambia. So once they approve that, then now you have to do the oath. So you have to schedule the oath. Then when you go for the oath now, the oath swearing, when you do that, you do the oath, then now the next step will be to wait for them to send you the certificate, which I have. I don't know where it is. I could have shown you, but I think I've shown you in the past. So, sorry, I missed out one step. When you apply, the same day you apply, they interview you. You have to do an interview, okay? So you cannot just get the Zambian citizenship without an interview. So there is an interview. So they'll question you all different questions. Even questions like, why do you want to be a Zambian? Such questions. But it's a lot of questions that they ask you. So you are, like in my case, I was interviewed by 2 people. So they'll interview you. Once you're finished with your interview, they'll send the application. Based on what you answered, your interview and everything, on top of that, the board has to sit, to decide to approve your application. I don't know if there's anyone who has ever been denied. I'm not aware. Thank God myself, I was approved. Of course, I was worried. Why? It took a long time, like 3 years. And at the time, PF was in power. And I used to talk about PF a lot. And that was the same time I was busy saying, I want to remove Walungu, what? I'm standing, hey, Pampando, this and this. And then imagine I'm applying to become a Zambian again. And then I'm there. It's like more like attacking the government. The same government that's, let me not call it government. I don't like saying government because they are not government. We, the people, are the government. So PF administration. So imagine the PF administration. They are in power. And then I'm attacking them like, oh, okay? Meanwhile, she has to apply. You think they can approve me? That's why I not chedwa kairi. That's why I not chedwa. That's why 2021 elections, I couldn't participate. Because then the business that attack. So this saying didn't start now. I started this with Balungu. People that have been following me for a long time know that. There's a funa mpando wa Balungu yene wakalipo Balungu. That's no funa mpando amno wa Balungu. Same funa mpando oli once. Then when it took long, because they approved my application 2021 May, 7th May. Then I had to reschedule the swearing. The swearing was July 28th, 2021. And it was too late. In Shilamabaro to an printer. That's how I missed out on 2021 elections. Then I said, okay, 2026, Ibuera. This is why now I'm back. I have my Zambian citizenship. So now there's nothing to stop me. So now that I'm focused trying to send this message that I'm standing, people think I'm joking. Other people now think I'm attacking HH and taking it too personal. Like, it didn't start now. I wanted that seat when Walungu was in it. And nothing has changed. I still want it. It didn't matter who. Let's say Walungu sembenzwana wena. Still umbando ja sembeni ufuna. Sembeni kamba tu Walungu. Umbando wa Walungu wanalipa ni ufuna. But it happens that you, the people of Zambia, decided to give HH. So, just because you decided to give HH, I'm not going to stop saying that I want to stand just because HH is in that seat. It didn't matter who was going to win. I was still going to say I want that seat. So, HH is in it. And I am still saying, I will sit on that seat come 2026. And I have every right to say that. And that is not a crime. So 2026, I will sit in that seat. How? Of course, through the electoral process. I will stand. I'll form my own party. Stand. And it's up to you, the Zambian people, to decide. If you vote for me, well and good. If you don't vote for me, well and good. I can't force you to vote for me. I can't force you. I can't buy the vote. So, mukavotera HH, well and good. I have to respect the wills of the people. As simple as that. So, chaipa ni chani. Chaipa. Munuuze wa Zambia. Chaipa ncha. Chaipa ni chani. Nakamba ni nimiri ya 2026. Chaipa ni chani. Nakamba nzaka bwera nenga kuike ni mfutuku. Ni votereni wa Zambia. Kasumu ni votera nkushutani. Nakamba hivu. Yeah. It's up to you. You decide. And I can only tell you, okay, I'm standing. The reason I'm standing is this. The things I want to do is this. The vision I have for Zambia is this. At the end of the day, it's your decision. Same thing with Hakainde Hichilema. When that time comes, he has to prove to you, okay, well, Zambia, you gave me an opportunity to sit on that seat. And this is what I've done. Okay? This is what I've done for the country. And now, I want to continue sitting on that seat. And these are the things that I want to continue doing. Then he has to lay his policies. You know, what kind of things he's going to do. And it's up to you to decide. And this is why I've been telling you, Azambia, nifuna debate. Debate in 10 provinces. Running mate wanga, na running mate wa HH. Wakaende in 10 provinces. Debating, talking about policies, laying out all our policies, all our vision, everything. To you guys saying, okay, this is what we have done. And this is what we're going to continue doing. Same with us on our team, with my running mate, whoever it will be. Okay, this is what we plan to do. And this is how we're going to do it. We lay out everything. You know? What is wrong with that? So, on top of that, I want neck and neck, in HH, presidential debate in 10 provinces. Let him lay out what he has done and what he wants to continue doing. Same with me. I will lay out for Zambia. This is what I want to do for the country. Once we finish doing that debate, at least you have an idea who you're dealing with. You have an idea, okay, this candidate says this and that. You have a proper vision, Zambia. You compare my views, my policies to HH views and policies. You compare. So you're not going to walk in that polling station blindly, Zambia. You're not going to go there blind. Because all these years, you've been going in these polling stations blindly. We are in the chair, when the voter because you're not there nyimbo. When the voter munja because why wanakupasa t-shirt. Uenda kuvota munja because why wanakupasa chitenge. Uenda kuvota munja because why those people were kneeling down for you. Uenda kuvota kuja why because wajawantonzo papatila vote wakuchekera moni. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want you to vote for me because of the policies that I have for the nation. What I'm going to do. Not you can vote there and then I hold gesa moka dollar, then I'll pass any t-shirt, then I got the pants na papatila, then I kuna mania to unga uzankala 50 kwacha, then I kuna mania oh mzakaleka kuja to Pamela. No. Azam, you're too smart for that. You're too smart to be played. You're too smart to be lied to, Zambia. Come on. Wake up. You're too smart. If there's people that could want 1-0 pachalo wa Zambia ndimwe, you're smarter than that. Osa yalenga kuti muntu ndamvotera ankala pampando, and then you should think that that person is superior than you or that person is smarter than you. No, Zambia. Some of you, you're so smart. Na ine munichira, na haga inde mumuchira, zero. I'm not trying to disrespect the president, but I just want you to understand, just because you vote for these politicians, it doesn't mean that they become smarter than you. No. Some of them are politicians and madanda head. They just get these positions through kukusani manipulating. That's why I was present my seat patch. But sometimes using it, let's use IQ to get positions. Position. Do you know what an IQ is? I'm not even gonna tell you, because when them still research what IQ is. Sometimes using IQ. I talk we'll use IQ. Kukwika up. Wenango. Simesona nkaripu. Sena nakawani katekai. Nikamba. That's a fact. Most politicians in Zambia. If we were to say, okay, we're using an IQ, I am a positions. And that's the fact. And that is the truth. Okay? That's just an example I'm giving you. So don't feel like Munga, I'm a politician, I'm not a votera. They're superior than you, they're smarter than you. They're just there to represent you. And most of them, they are lucky. Otherwise, when I'm saying someone can using IQ, why? Because most of you even have a higher IQ than these recycled politicians. I'm not Sama Wambuzi. Sorry to use that name, but I am in Wambuzi. Next. What was I talking about? Okay, diplomatic missions. I just wanted to talk about these issues. Why? Do you know that we have money is in these missions in diaspora? That's where the money is. Why am I saying that? It's because us as a country, we own properties around the world, if you didn't know. Zambia as a country, this is a landlord around the world. This is a landlord. That's muziwa. Kuno soko America, tina ma properties. Kwina angu kumacharo ma properties yaliko. Apacha belelo sina printing because nafika usiku mairo. I'll see one of these days, I'll print all the list of missions, consulates, and embassies that we own. I think they're about, if I'm not mistaken, na 100D. I don't want to give you a wrong figure, because last time nobody should print. Now was our president. Then it was Walungu. I'll make sure I print so that I give you the right information. I don't see from person you're guessing. And you know me, I deal with facts. I love dealing with facts. So we own these properties. But what has happened in the past is these properties that we own, most of them, they've been neglected. Some of them, they're vacant. Okay? And nobody cares. And nobody says anything at all. Why is this property vacant? Why are we wasting money renting elsewhere? Meanwhile, we own something. Nobody says anything. And that has been my cry from a long time, even when Walungu was a president. I'll give an example here in New York. We have a house here in New York for the ambassador. It's been vacant for years and years, Zambia. EO Embassy. I've posted videos there. This year, I went to DC. I did the same thing. I took a video. I explained to you that this embassy has been there years and years. It's under construction. It's vacant. And meanwhile, we are renting somewhere else. But we have a building that we own. Have you guys ever bothered to say, Let's look into this information that this girl is telling us. Maybe we can save our nation instead of wasting these monies that we are wasting renting elsewhere when we own something. Why hasn't that video circulated, gone viral? Why? Money has been wasted, years and years, millions of dollars wasted. And I posted that video last year. I went live, actually. I went to DC. I was live. I even went in the building. This time I did not go inside the building because they locked the gate. This year I did the same thing. 2 years in a row I've done that. But you guys, you put a blind eye. Like nothing is happening. Like I didn't say anything. But you choose to share what you think will trend. Because you know, when it comes to the Zambian people, national matters that matters the most don't trend. Only nonsense trends. And this is why you prefer that video than the video jamena kukopelani kukulangizana tina embassy ku DC. It is vacant, but renting akwinango. You haven't bothered sharing that video. It's been 2 years. No one shared the video that I took last year. Per 4th of July, per weekend, nobody has talked about it. I haven't seen any newspapers. But oh, there's an embassy we own, it's vacant. Nobody. Nobody. It's like I was talking to people who are blind, who couldn't see. You're quiet. And do you know how it makes me feel? I'm there fighting for my country. I'm there showing my country how money is easily wasted. Millions of dollars wasted. And that we as citizens, we don't put these people to be accountable. Millions of dollars. And here is a courageous woman. I'm showing you, my Zambian people, look how money is being wasted. And nobody cares. But you have the nerves to circulate a video that I did not even insult the president. You want to dent my image for unselfish reasons. If you meant well, you would have shared that video and also shared the video that I took for the embassy. If you really cared for the nation. But you don't. I care for Zambia. I put Zambia first. Before anyone else. Not even the president comes first. But some of you, the president comes first, then the country second. To me, Zambia comes first, and the country second. Sorry, Zambia comes first, and the president second. The thing is, I can only tell you, show you, but I can't force you. So, I'll never stop preaching. I'll never stop putting Zambia first. I'll never stop exposing all these things that have been happening years and years. Until one day, I'll have to correct them myself. Because nobody is paying attention. You're all ignoring. I started this. And what did people say? Don't listen to her. She's UPND. That was then. Now, I come back, the same thing is happening. Hey, don't listen to her. She's PF. She's being funded. Who's behind her? Why does she have so much courage? So who is what? I have courage. Because I have facts. I speak the way I speak. Because I have evidence. Do you think I can just get up today and talk the way I talk if I didn't have the evidence? Huh? Have you ever asked yourself that? I don't need to have anyone behind me to stand for my country. I don't need to have anyone to stand behind me to speak the truth. I'll continue speaking for Zambia until I'm on that seat. Until I change the things myself. Because now, nobody pays attention. Nobody cares. So the only way is for me to sit in that seat and change the system. If these people listened to me a long time ago when I said all these things, trust me, I was not even going to bother to stand for president. But the thing that forced me is because years and years I'm speaking and nobody's paying attention. And when I see what's happening in Zambia, it kills me. People are suffering. Meanwhile, we have properties around the world worth millions of dollars, millions of pounds, millions of euros being wasted. And these guys, they don't care. And they are living a life, a good life. They travel at your expense. They come here, enjoy, eating expensive food, sleeping in expensive hotels while you're languishing in poverty. And you think that can make me happy? It doesn't. And this is why sometimes when you see me, I become very upset, very angry. Because I'm here trying to fight for my country. The same country I'm trying to fight for. The same people I'm trying to fight for. They're fighting me back. Protecting people that are stealing from them. So you'd rather protect those thieves that are stealing from you years and years. Protect them and fight me, someone who's trying to fight those people that are stealing from you. How do you think it makes me feel? Huh? It's like wapeza kawala pali banemba. Abwera. Akuba oloka pena nizofuna kubwendo chawa neba na chensi. Wabwera utandiza. Paja utandiza. Maneba wabwera. Instead watandize yu mchai chikawala la chende. Maneba wabwera bochaya yu. But you don't give up. You continue. Kabwa kawala futi. You do the same thing. Palasti, it leaves you with no choice, right? Palasti without China, and this is what's happening. You've been fighting me, guys, for a very long time. And this is why sometimes I fight you back. Because you're trying to stop me. And I'm not going to be stopped. If it means me fighting the both of you, the thieves, these politicians, and you guys, I will fight you, both of you. The politicians and you, the citizens. I will fight you. If that's what it's going to be. Because sometimes I ignore you. I just want to focus on these thieves. But every time I try to focus on these thieves, you're distracting me. You're fighting me. But now, I'm getting tired. So, if you're going to come in my way, you leave me with no choice, my Zambian people. I have to fight you back too. If that's what it has to come to, I will fight you back too. I'll fight these thieves. But if you're fighting me, I will fight you back too. So it's like I have two enemies. The politicians and you, the people. I don't mind fighting it alone. I will fight to the very end. I will fight to the very end. And I'm not giving up. So you're fighting a losing battle, my Zambian people. Let me tell you on this day. You are fighting a losing battle. You can come in all forms. You can come as angels. You can come as devils. I know who is the real devil and who is an angel. So you cannot deceive me. I've been watching you for a very long time. I know who's real and I know who's fake. So just know that you're fighting a losing battle. They can use you. Pay you money to fight me, but you won't win. That I can tell you. Why? I might be alone physically, but spiritually, I'm not alone. So you are fighting a losing battle. Take my words. You are fighting a losing battle. Physically, I might be alone, Spiritually, I'm not alone. So you are fighting a losing battle, Zambia. You can try to intimidate me. You can try to intimidate my family. You can try whatever method you try. I won't go down easily. That I can assure you. I hope you're watching. Even you guys in State House, I hope you're watching me. You are fighting a losing battle. You can try any tricks in the book. You won't win. You can touch my mom. That won't shake me. I'm telling you. Do whatever you think you can do to shake me. I won't move. I mean it. I hope my message is clear, because I did not come here to talk. I'm not a joker. Like I said, I am standing 2026, and I mean serious business. I will register my party, and I'll come to Zambia to register my party. And I'm standing. And the Zambian people will decide come 2026. If they decide to pick you, Hakainde Hichilema, so be it. Okay? So be it. If they decide to choose me, so be it. I don't mind getting zeros. Because that will be the will of the people. So what are you scared of? What are you scared of? If I'm a nobody, why are you scared? If I'm a nobody, like you say, nobody knows me in Zambia. They can't vote for me. Why are you scared? Answer me. If no one knows me in Zambia and you are popular, right? You are the president. Everyone knows you. But why are you scared? Tell me. Ask yourself that. Go look yourself in the mirror, President Hakainde Hichilema. Why are you scared? I know why you're scared. And you know why you're scared. I'm not gonna say it. You know why you're scared. And I know why you're scared. It's the Zambian people that don't know why you're scared. Let me even pray, bro. It's too quiet. Nize kona nyimbo. Sunday confession lelo. Hot Sunday confession wakamba. Why are you scared? Why? Tell the Zambian people that you're not scared. But deep down, you know you're scared. You are scared. And this is why you're sending these bloggers. This is why behind closed doors, you're threatening my family. This is why behind closed doors, you're threatening my friends using the police. Sorry, guys. Phone up, yeah. In-pass a warning that it's been too hard. It needs to cool down. Kaya. More than a phone up, yeah. Because of but Sunday confession. It's a hard topic. That's why in a phone up, yeah. Yap your phone. Because it's a hard topic. So yap your phone. Sunday confession. Ha, Zambi. Yeah. Yap your phone. Yap your phone. You can eat the call. Sunday confession wagamba. One can take. Enali chulile mwevana vani. Enali chulile mwevana vani. Wakufaya fye. mwikale wino fire fe mwikale wino nena lichulile mwe bana bandi nimulalelia mwe bana bandi fire fe mwikale wino fire fe mwikale wino wenena kana mwa awena kana awena kana wakachule mwikale kabana wakachule nakana mwikale kabana wakachule nakana mukasungane tambya wino mukasungane Zambia wino Matitira muita batalika amuyora batalika awena kana kachule nakana kachule nakana kasungane Zambia wino kasungane Zambia wino do not kill one another.
One Zambia, one nation should forever be your motto. Remain united as one, created in God's image. And above all, remember, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Zambia, we know. Mukasungane, Zambia, we know. Mukasungane, Mukasungane, Zambia, we know. Mukasungane, Zambia, we know. Mukasungane, Zambia, we know. I love this song. Oh my goodness. Hii nyimbo ndiye amneniliza mu heroes. Amneja de this song will play. Nishina vala na suti yanga ja blue ndiye amnenivala. Ni bwela ningena. Nishiyeche chankala. Nishalira. Izi msozi zenilira zakangala zake. Uyakulila church, uyakulila 2026 uyakulila. Azamkurila azamkulira. These tears that I'm crying right now, 2026, it will be HH's turn. Ayakulila HH, uyakulila 2026. Sasa mimbele. Yamne nyimbo. Njamno zakalizwa defense force. Nya defense force nyimbo ka. Bayimba ineningena na blue suit. Nishankala uyakulila HH uyakulila. Ningena yangena na motoka. One kateka. Chimwevinga kochela maflag No lingaria in the stadium. Everyone in the Jamaican jazz. Nishecheche valley. Uyakulila HH uyakulila. Mark my words. Yakulila HH uyakulila. Angena inenchilibwa chela kasuti kanga naonekana mushe one kateka. Chulile mwevana bandi. Inena li chulile mwevana bandi. Kwa yafi. Era muniza ndina wakoresha. Nizaka koresha ka dance. Nishe valila. Uyakulila. Zamkulira. Nena li chulile mwewe. Hapo nshina meka na kansuti kaire. Njalele amwe vana bandi. Nishe valila. Aena. Kwa yafi. Mwikale. Nishalira stadium. Joe Austin in the presence. Ine akana. Mulopa awe nakana. Even shalira. Ine nivinapo cheka dance. Mulopa awe nakana. Mana magachula. Nizaka koresha dance yoyebe. Hey. Bakachule nakana. Iniliza 2026. This is my anthem. This is my anthem. Hero Stadium. This song. Listen, mweze. Yamene. Uyimverere tu yiri. Ikuliza ngakulila. Uyakulila. Ngamumvera kwa State House. Mumverere tu. Uyakulila 2026. Ndiye national anthem yanga yenza kaliza. Muzalila. Na vala na kansuti na kolesha airport vina nzaka kolesha. Haino niko na kolesha ka. Nzaka kukoleshani. Na chapo kamina ka black shirt, blue suit na medo hapa. Nakafanya. Nishina high heel, black high heel ningena che. Heroes. Niwe vingako na kuliba Zambia. Blowing kisses to my Zambian people. Nena lichulile mwevana mandi. Nena lichulile mwevana bandi. Kwa yafi mwikale wino. Kwa yafi mwikale wino. Nena lichulile mwevana bandi. Mojaleria mwevana bandi. Bakuti bafe Mikale wino. Nishitalila stadium. Zambia na taya chabe maflagi. No lingaria, no political lingaria. Mule mapa awe nakana. Mule mapa awe nakana. Wigaleka wana magachule nakana. Nishina Joe Austin kampunzi saka vina kochabe nae. Wamlesa saka vina chabe ni haka inde kai nisharira. Bazambia mewo amuntipe second chance. Bazambia it's too late. It's too late. You have time now. Bazambia mewo kaka kamuntipa second chance. Bazambia mewo kamuntipa second chance. It's too late. You have your time now. Now is your time. Now is your second chance. Not in 2026. Talala umwine apatalalika. Uyakulila. Zamkulira. Joe Austin ishina avina kona zampunzisa kairi ata mulopa awe nakana njeka dance kam 2026 akawa Zambia awe nakana njeka dance yaka kam 2026 chule nakana. Start practicing your Zambia. Play this song. Practice how you gonna dance in 2026. Inanzaka bina song. Start practicing your Zambia. Zaka bina bwanji. Uyakulila. Zamkurira. Bazambia mewa kamundi pa second chance. Bazambia mewanda papata. This is your time. This is your chance. 2026 could be second chance. Zakarira iwe. Kamundi pa second chance. Bazambia papata mewa. Kamundi Zambia. Kawan kateki ngaova kaire. Sungane Zambia. Zamkurira. Uyakulila. Slogan yo 2026. Uyakulila. Zamkurira. Oh, wanzi nisalile kuwa mwali wa yawe nguweya na yagoza kulile mwawombeni salile kuwombela yawewe mwaya Varia kitenge chako. Achona ka kitenge chako. Repeat. Uyakulila. Zamkurira. Ekati kuchitire practice. Zambians, please play this song. Practice what kind of a dance you're gonna do in 2026 at Hero Stadium. This is how I'm gonna dance on that day when I'm celebrating the end of these recycled politicians. Okay, this is how I'm gonna dance. Ayo na mbuyo kawan kateka Ninawakolesha ine, nimakolesha, so jadeni kolesha. Now blue suit, I'll be wearing a blue suit. Enali chulile mwevana vandi. Enali chulile mwevana vandi. Pakufaya te, mwikale wino. Pakufaya te. Mwikale wino Nena lichulile mwevana vandi Mondalelia mwevana vandi Kufaya fe Mwikale wino Nankoni na mbuyo hiyo ngairi Wine nakana, mulopa awe nakana. Mulopa awe nakana. Era nendino akolesha, ngafuna nzaka kolesha ka dansi kako ke kaja. Kukukoresha soka dansi kako kekaji. Nishiwa ulila. Yakulila. Wait. Opsani weline nikoresha. Mwine hapa talalika. Chule na kana. Hapo na waving yako kwantu. Wazame waving my flag je. Bazambia kamundi pa second chance, Bazambia kamundi pa second chance mewo. It's too late. Your time is now to do the right thing. Otherwise, uyakulila 2026. No second chance. You have your chance now. Do the right thing.
And above all, remember, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Uyakulila. Uyakulila 2026. Uyakulila. Your time is now. Do the right thing. Tatu yangi Bazambia kamundi pa second chance. Kamundi pa second chance Bazambia. Kamundi pa second chance Bazambia me wondi anda second chance. You have your chance. Kamundi pa second chance me wonda papa Bazambia ndi anda second chance. Nyanda kukwela ndege kukarabu mu 5-star hotel. Nyanda kulia filet mignon mewo. Bazambia please. Nyanda kulia filet mignon. Filet mignon iwa makairi. Nyanda kulia filet mignon ku New York 5-star hotel mewo. Bazambia kaka. Bazambia. Bazambia police kamundi pa second chance mewo. Nyanda kulia filet mignon mu New York palace Bazambia. Bazambia nda papata Bazambia kamundi pa second chance. You have the chance now to do that. Now do the right thing. Noti paja manjo kambo gwada. Nda papata Bazambia kaka kamundi pa second chance. Kulibevo papatira, kulibevo gwada. Kulibevo gwada. Do the right thing right now. Kamundi pa second chance Bazambia ndianda filet mignon kaka. Filet mignon. Imwe mwiza filet mignon imwe. Simwiziva. Ineniziva. Azwa veni kamba uyo. HH knows what I'm talking about. Filet mignon. Filet mignon. Uzale kakuidya iwe 2026. Susaka ijapona futi. Susaka ijapona futi. Back to teeth bone. You're cheaper. Back kuri. Uzambo gona pa 200 thread count. Noti thread count. Yamina gona poka gona na turo tuama. Chiku breza ku 500 thread count. Azwa veni kamba uyu. 500 thread count ya jama beshi tatu kagona mungani wagona pachisaka. Njia mnoza bwererako. Wazambia kagame munja na file minyo. Njanda kukwera. Ndakonga ku New York. Wazambia mewanda papa jamundipe. Do the right thing now. Otherwise, the Zambian people won't even feel sorry. Uzakalila, uzakalema, ulokalile mgazi. So zakumvira chifundo. Don't think that they are fools. So right now, you have time to do the right thing. Otherwise, ulokalile pa just kumvira chifundo. Uzakalila, uzakalema. Zambia mewanda papa Zambia. Nakwata pansi, nakwata pansi, ndianda fire minyome, wow. Njanda kuunga kuti New York. Njanda first class wa Zambia. First class ila nzuna nzwi. Njanda first class wa Zambia. Sinifuna bwerera ku economy class. Njanda first class. Njanda kushawa mu first class. Mbona wako mu first class. Wa Zambia kaka. Ile asaba cheli hapa. Nishile kawanka teka kamekapo chabe kangena kaoneka mushe. Ako kangena na dance yanga ija. Nishiwina ngwalira kaili. Nishije mbira koje mushe. Enalichulile mwe bana banzi. Zambia, they are so good at moving on. They move so quick. They'll move. They move on. Why is you are moving on? Zambia. Apa ungaone se upoa, but ija day na wabokone sa upoa. Why is you have to move on? Siwaweresha Zambia. Ungaweresha. But ija day wakuchaisa abracadabra. Why is you abushe? Aisha. Nakwali wa vota watumpa vota. Ni Zambian voter. Zambian voter te wakuberesha. Okay? Kutu wamuberesha pa. Ilia de. Ale kulangisha ka red na ka black. Yona utemwa no kutemwa ta. Zambian voter pare mpera vote. Akukisi ngako na ukati. Don't worry baby, I got you. Mwah. Guthi. Ale yamu box muriamu inena. Kulangisha ka red na ka black akainde. Yore munacha Zambia mairo twarina vena mairo. Wali nkissing akona apa mpira kona kakisa chinwa. Kansha we woof. Yo atemana okutemwati. Unza for Bali. Why tokumusha no itokumusha. Unza for Bali. Hey wala. Ulelo lera ma results unza for Bali. Why some people that unza for one kateka. Wafurunga na Bali, ukufurunga nazo. How? Unza for one kateka. These guys, nani na wena wama guys aba bali kissing akono. Kanshi yali ni betrayal kiss yo. Ya kwa Judas Iscariot. Ya ina x-ray kiss ale kissing Jesus. Mwah. Kanshi ale msta betray. So be careful Bali. Okay, send that Judas Iscariot kiss yanga ore yangara. I'm even giving you hints. So, idia betrayal kiss idia. Waka kupera wa Zambia nga ore angala. Te wako angala wana liwa ishwa wino ile. Chali tumpa si wa Zambia. Tila kupera kiss iwa. Wako upana wino. Wako wako no cool please. Ndepo wako na imbi uko kiss. Kashi vireku. Kanji vireku setiga. Ilia yaba inati. Alex smiling, but kunu mareku biting. Ilia ile. Waka kumusha ilia ile. Wareku kiza, but kunu mareku biting. Kaniba Zambia. Wakule wakasha. Zambia wali tumpa. Zambia wali tumpa la iweshi waile. Kutu wale kulande, wale kukisa kashi kunu wale kubaitinga baka inde ngata waishwa. Ule umfu ya kulinde. Usambirire kuli walungu. Okay? Bali ba baitinga walungu, so kwa baitinga bu. Na yu kwa shara iwe nomba. Wale kusekera batikunu wale Kalek ba ewa kakushita. Na ina winenga wansala ngana tumpa. They'll do the same thing to me too. But so those days are gone where you can take advantage of them. Right now you can't because you have the authority. The moment you give back that power. And then we start all over again. Tawakakupere na kabiri. Tawakakupere. Bari sheta wa Zambia bari sheta ngata wa ishiwa. Bari sheta. Iremyebeko. Nari weshiwa ini. Bari sheta wa Zambia. Apa kutimule tumpa imwe. Akula tumpeni. But bari sheta wa Zambia. Iliawa ingira mweli ya ine. 626. Wakulangisha fyo ba sheta. Yore muna kwa tete bari. Bari uko kwine. Wapela tena kawan kateka. Wafurungana no kufurungana. Nizi. Mebo. Northwestern. Northwestern. Kawan kateka. Eastern. Oh my. Copper belt. Warusa copper belt. Wapapa. Northwestern. Inenzi wako Northwestern. Amkika onde. Mjibe piwarongo. Wako ni wako. So, Northwestern kutuwa mwachi waandeka. Wakika onde. Ine. Waka onde wanzanga ine. Kwa bende na badwiga ine. Mufumbwe. Kangwane. Chief Chizera. Wakanileke. Wakapase iwe. Wala. Start working bad. Sasa nakuza ati ine competition wako. Ndasuza kaiwona vote. Northwestern ni pianga. Niku nyonga yonze. Eastern, West. Amtumbuka. I'll speak the language. So ijani mianga, ijani tenga yonse, kanere bogoswanu kutukudia nchunga ziswesi. Ukuzimanya iwe nchunga ziswesi. Ukuzimanya nchunga ziswesi iwe. Ukuzimanya. Ni kupyangira ija yonse. Eastern power yonse, ijani yanga, yosu tenga ko vote. So, just wait. If you want the people to vote for you, wait. You have the 2 years to change things around. But if you think that, there's no... This nonsense that you talk about, there's no toughest opposition. You're lying to yourself. I am the toughest opposition. I'm forming my party. And my party will form government. Mark my words. My party, my political party, will form government in 2026. If you keep playing these games that you are playing, being so comfortable in your seat, there's no any tough opponent. Have you ever seen in boxing? You don't go in a boxing ring and prepared badly. You gotta be prepared when you're going in a boxing match. Be prepared badly. You cannot go in a boxing match unprepared. Okay? You cannot underestimate your opponent. You don't underestimate your opponent. But if you wanna do that, underestimate. You can't come to a boxing match. Me, I'm a boxer. When pasa kagelo, I won't train. Since I train, I kagelo kaja. Uzinama bad. Uzinama. You better train right now. Start training. Start training. You cannot come in the ring unprepared. Do not underestimate your opponent. I repeat, do not underestimate your opponent. You regret. Uzakashita regret. Ubwera amu jamawala mawala. Nenku imeache stunt yang. Okay? Come. Waponya. Kasi aso nguswele sako seskai waponya na chacheso. Waponya na chaso. Nikafuna na kupasa kona chiko chako so that ngumvese komushi. Nikaona manja teo wambosa waza na baya boom uppercut. Boom out. Boom game over. So underestimate me kadabwe. A manager unboxing ring jabe chaisa uppercut ablejo. Why chacheso chikusoeresa. Wapa boom uppercut, boom, open there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Game over. Wakangi wakuima. Never underestimate your opponent. That is the rule. Same with politics. Never underestimate your opponent. Because that ball is not in your hands. It's up to the people. So what guarantee do you have that every Zambian that works in that polling station will give you a vote? Tell me, what guarantee do you have? Unless mkabema vote. Unless mukabe ma vote. That's the only way you can win, HH. Unless mukabe ma vote. That is the bottom truth. Unless mukabe ma vote. Otherwise, ngasimukuba ma vote. HH. Supita. Supita. That I can assure you. You and I in a debate. Every debate in your phone, a debate in 10 provinces. Your running mate, my running mate. In 10 provinces. You and I in 10 provinces. Let's go talk to the people. Let's share our vision to the people and our policies. So that when they are going in Kovota, they don't go there blindly. They'll remember what you said and what I said. Not ijaboza wenzo wanama. We want policies. Not ijaboza mnona nama. Pamela mzali kogula tu Pamela. Unga zanka 50 kwacha. You're an economist, right? But just on paper, that's what you are. An economist on paper. Practical work, zero. That's why I think you're paying. I'm not an economist. I'm not an economist. But I ain't scared of you. Because your economist, yakwe, ni wala, sini kumbwa. Practical work, ni zero. Pakamwa, economist 100. Practical work, 0 out of 100. You're just full of talk. Talk is cheap. Implementation is 0. So that's why in your pa. This is why you see me standing on my 2 feet. Because I know what I'm capable of. And I know what you've done. And I'm ready to stand on that podium to debate you face to face. The world is watching, HH, in 2026. Let the world watch. I'm 40, I'm 43. Give the Zambian people a fair share. Allow me to stand freely. Iwe na ine, chechika shake debate freely so with other candidates. And let me lose through the electoral process on the ballot. Not in lose that in the Yofia Mzantengera wa Maiwanga and then in Yope I pull out. No. You're doing injustice to the Zambian people. Give me a fair share. Let me stand. Let the Zambian people deny me on the ballot. Wakanikani pa ballot wa Zambia. Not that in the Wantengera wa Maiwanga and then Nayopa. I told you since I Mirila and the Wantengera wa Maiwanga. Yeah. Muyapacha. Muyapachani. If I'm a nobody, why are you scared? Why are you scared? Why are you using these bloggers? Why are you using these my bloggers to pretending? Why are you using the police to intimidate people? Why? If we are nobody. If I was you, I know I'm working. I'm doing the best I can. I wouldn't be intimidated. Oh, I'm standing. I wouldn't be shaken. Even if I'm standing again, I wouldn't be shaken. But anyway, uyopa. Or uyopa. Sunga gone. Ungasotuma ami yonse kukonka walungu wakakambachwa emirira iwe. You're scared. You're scared. What are you scared of? Mwana nkalira pampando hapo super chitana enjoy. Ukankara ukandira cheka mbale kagwa oloka pen kagwa wanyamuka watilimuka. Umachilimuka iwe amshu. Paper or book yagwa chabe book yagwa boom watilimuka. Hey. You're not at peace. You're not. You haven't enjoyed your seat. Uyo mpando suna uchite enjoy. Suna uchite enjoy. Sushi ninkisha tuli mpando. Relax, Your Excellency. Relax. The people voted for you. It's real. You're not dreaming, Your Excellency. You are not dreaming. It's real. You are the president of Zambia. It's real. Sit. Relax. Take a deep breath, Mr. President. Take a deep breath 3 times. Relax, Mr. President. You were voted in by the Zambian people. You are the president. Relax. Relax. Take your time. Work where you can. Do your best. Leave the rest to God. You need help? There are people to help you. Even us, we can help you. We are all fighting one cause, and that is to better Zambia. That's all. Nothing else. Relax, Mr. President. Relax. Relax. What are you scared of? The people voted for you. That is your seat right now. It's your seat. Relax. Only in 2026. it won't be yours. It's anyone's gamble. And this is where I come in. That's why I always tell you, you always brag. Yes, you're sitting there because the Zambian people gave you that power, the authority to sit. So you're sitting there. Yeah, you're sitting there. Right now, we cannot sit in that seat. Why? Because you're sitting on it. We cannot come and join you in that seat. We have to wait until 2026. And that is why I'm waiting. 2026. You hear that? Is that a crime? Is that a crime? If it's a crime, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Relax. Enjoy your seat. It comes once in a lifetime. Trump uyo anacho. So relax. Who knows it's your last? You start regretting. So I could have done this. Trust me, Walungu has regrets. Of course, he did a lot. But there are certain things sometimes he regrets when he looks back. You know what? I wish I'd listened to the people. I wish I'd gotten rid of the cadres. I could have been president now. Don't live with regret. Don't go through what Walungu went through. Learn from him. Be different. Learn from that man what he went through. I'm sure he regrets. If he was given a second chance, trust me, Walungu would do things differently. But you're sitting in that seat. You have the opportunity to do the right thing. You have the opportunity to change things around. You have the opportunity to change the system. But what are you doing? You're also taking advantage of the system. You need to stop. You need to stop. The police brutality is the same thing as before. You haven't changed anything. You're also doing the same thing that the PF was doing. We know. Other people know. We are watching. We are not fools. So you think we can do 2026? You must be a joker then. Sorry to use that word, Your Excellence, but then you must be a joker. If you think you can control the police, you have these stars that are getting mantu, watenga bantu, wapeleka police, you're controlling the police, and then nizaka guadira, ikafika nizaka papatira. Voila, those days are gone where you can fool us. You kneel down and then we listen to you. Or what pasa kakachitenge kwa kabena vala aka. Wapasa tipena kona nchito. Watipasa chikavala bafuti tikuchosa. Yipetina fika isi wazambi. Watipasa katenge kwa takavala no kuchosa futi. Yipetina fika isi wazambi. Tina sheta manje. Tuari sheta nomba. Ida ine wale randa kulia. Ngaisa. Mresenda fe muleria. Ero ngaisa kulia randa fe. Na kuchito ubi chikala. Your own words. You said it. I remember very well. I've been following you. Nima kukonkani ne wa president. Nima kukonkani. Vinango vintu nipunzira kuri imwe. Napunzira kuri imwe. Imwe wene werake. On your campaign, you were telling people in the Copper Belt. Mule senda fe ngawami pela. Kusenda fe. Eronga aisa kumwe fe. Nakushito ubi chikala. You said those words. So, imagine me if I play the same cards that you were playing on PF. When I'm campaigning, I go to them. Okay, you guys, get whatever they give you, IPND. Or a president or a pasani. Just get. How would you feel? So you see, the same game that you played, we could play it too. Because I've mastered your game, our president. I've mastered it. So I can play the exact game that you played on Walungu. I can play it even better than you. Just know that. Oh, so hey. So it's a game I'm not playing our room. I can play it even 10 times better than you played it. Okay? So you don't know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the same person, yourself. So right now you're dealing with yourself, our president. We have a guy with ya. Oh, we have more privatization. We have a no guy. I know na what. So, imatu antome musta control kapa musta surrounding the president. Mwachepa na imo mwachepa. Stop lying to him. Stop lying to him. You don't know who you're dealing with. I can play the same game that you played your PF. Even better. Okay? I've watched you so many times. So I've mastered the game even better. So just do what's right. Okay? Just do what's right. Because that game, I'm not playing. When it's time for elections, thinking you fool the people, you give them much easy. It's not gonna work this time. It's not working. Sizasebenza. Bazatenga futhi nokuchosana. Kusenda feronga baisa wala feta kuchita ubi wechikala. Those are not my words. Those are the president's words when he was campaigning. So word chikala ine na yumfira kuli wa president pa campaign. Ekona eva so apa manje ninjite mwana ine yusu ma word chikala yali wama. Nakamba sikutukwana chikala ka. Sikutukwana. That's what you said. So that's why I copied also. So you see, those things that you do sometimes, you have to do. They can come back to you and haunt you. Your same words that you use on others. Same naine. That's just how it is. You know, you prayed your lungu, thinking that takachaka lungu yes man. Little did you know that someone else will come out of nowhere. Same with me. There'll be someone who's going to come, I don't know from where. Okay? That's just how it is. Okay? So, here's this opponent that you're underestimating. Continue underestimating me. Do not underestimate your opponent. I repeat. Do not underestimate your opponent. Never underestimate your opponent. That's what I've said. So, in end, like a guy, because it is, to be honest, of all the presidents we've had, when it comes to someone who's smart, who's like a manipulator guy, our president was, it's you, you're smart. My game yako I'm not playing. I was Zambia, so my own, but in my own, kind of like a guy. So take it, a president. It's just smartness, no guy one in a nearly 10 times. Need 10 times that. So imagine. Because those that my moves to my bang out. You might to zero. To my calculated moves. But using a 48 laws of power 9. Nane mbopanga to my moves to anger. Better than you, because I'm using 48 laws of power. So it depends if you know that book. For you to respond, you need to know which law I'm using. Whether I'm using law number 1 or number 2. There are a lot of laws in there, but I don't need all of them. I think I only need 5 of them. So you need to know how to respond to those laws that I'm going to use. I know you're smart. So you know what I'm talking about. The ordinary citizens can't understand what I'm talking about. Because they're not on that level yet. You and me were on that level. So you know what I'm talking about. So I'm coming to play chess. I'm giving you 7 moves. You go first. I go last. I have 1 move. The 8th. I'm the 8th, right? You're the 7th. So I give you 7 moves to play chess. I wait until you finish your 7 moves. I'll play last. 1 move only. Game over. Game over. Mwamre says our president. I'm just open verses of his own veni kamba. Kind of using so that you advise him accordingly. So ngandimwe kind mwatu chawa. Excellency, it's like a small girl. Don't pay attention to her. It's like a small girl. You make him regret. It's what happened to Rupia Banda. No, we thought we had it. This, that. And Rupia Banda, anarira. Just like in the Bible, Jesus wept. Na Rupia Banda, anarira. I don't know about Walungu ngatu anarira. Nko limba kaja, nkam soja. Wa soja swarira. Nkam soja kaja. Skanarire pati kanakari pacheno kamba che shit. If you understand you, kana shit dache. Kain kam soja. A soja swarira. Skangarire kaisiyo. But you Rupia Banda anarira. Kaisiyo skanarire. Nkam soja kaja skangarire. Kachoka che. Masa Europa aja pema panya gate. Kanapa kachoka. Kana. Ay we. Uchikala we. Why so putra gate yandi? And then my old pie mambo panga my excuse. Ah no. Je ukawad. Ine. Naenda so. Nendo jua gate ya isio. A choke. Ule putra gate wechikala. So number nish. Ende putra gate. So ashtensh. Even moves. That's how you do it. If you got the nerves, the guts, kwenda pa bedi pa muntu kwenda jua gate. Waenda ujua. Ero achoka. Akuze wechikala. Ule putra gate. Kumwasu kakairi. Number nish. De putra gate yowe. So ashtensh. That's what you do. So it's either alanda please na papata no tukupotela gate. But ngana ina alisheta. Ala kuwa nomba okay we chikala watu mpasa nae. So lefo kuputela gate urenje ole putela gate. Then it's up to you again to respond. Ende putela gate. So arastinsh. See? This is how real thugs act. Not to coward. Why are we up a gate? They put a gate. Umuntu af matinish we put a gate. Ah no. Nonsense. Ni Tom and Jerry yo. Stop playing Tom and Jerry. We don't have time for Tom and Jerry. Apocalypto and Scarface. So in ndineka bad in. Sesti yo pais. Na tikujira gate. Tikuzira poto. Tijua gate. Istiza bisama. Awe, shali kwene. Nangani nebo. Teine. Shine wo police ine. Please. Who appoints the IG? It's you. The IG gets instructions from you. Please. Unamanda. Unamawandani. Enough on that topic. Let me finish up the missions thing. Then I go to church. I get ready. I go to church. So, like I was talking about these diplomats, I talked about the mission. Let me just do real quick. So, with these missions, embassies we have abroad around the world, my vision is to have them to be self-sustainable. Why do I say this? You can have these embassies and missions and consulates around the world. You have properties, and then you need to be getting money from Zambia to sustain these embassies around the world. No. You need to make these embassies around the world sustainable, self-sustainable. What do I mean by that? If we are, for example, in New York, we have a big building. You utilize the space that we have. Maybe you use up maybe 2 floors. Okay? 2 floors. Then the rest of the space, you rent out to these missions. That's what Uganda does. After Idi Amin kulabwera ndani Museveni. Those people, their embassy is self-sustainable. They get money from other missions. They make money. So, if they need to do anything, they don't need to go to Uganda to get money to take care of expenses that they need. They have money. It's self-sustainable. It's making its own money. But we don't have that. You have all this space that you waste instead of renting out to other missions and get money out of it. Okay? So that if you need money for anything, you don't need to go makofas ya kuzambia matenga futi mleta kuno. Mufunika mupanga ndalama mwamene muno muchalo. Zinangu mwazichosa zabwera na kuzambia. Noti imwe mchosa ndrama za kuzambia makofas muzileta kuno. Yeza ndiye muzileta kuno. Ndimwa mle musta empty makofas. Mu makofas muja ndrama zilimu. Unazipeza iwe. But iwe uzazisiriza. Ndakungo zichosa uzipeleka outside. Instead of bringing money outside into Zambia, you are getting money taking outside. That's what you're doing. The Zambian people don't know. But that's what you're doing. You're getting money in Zambia. This is why there's no money in circulation. But PF, as kupusa kwao kuja, as stupid as they might have been, the money was being spent in Zambia. Since in Zambia. Just circulate in Zambia. That's why we had money. Okay? But PF akapasa vimakada. Vimakada vapasa maule yaja. Maule yao. Maule yaja ni Mzambia. Maule yaenda ndo stasis. Ndrama zaenda kwa masaluni. Wako masaluni waendo gulava kuja. baja ku nyumba. So ndrama zili Mzambia. So walungu akapasa vimakada vaenda pasa maule yaenda pasa kwa wanzao, maule yaenda kwa masaluni, maule yaenda kwa night club, maule yaenda kulikuti, ndrama zikali Mzambia. You see the difference? Okay, I'm not encouraging that kind of lifestyle, but I'm just giving you an example. The ndrama za millions of flashing, and they would flash money. That money was still in Zambia. Zezonkala Mzambia. Imwe, you are not flashing money like PF. You don't flash money, but we know you're getting the money and taking it out. That's what's happening. That's why there's no money in circulation. You are not flashing money like the PF, but you are taking money out of Zambia. Muzicho sandarama. Mwendo chitira ule panja. Ndrama zisala panja. Ya jama ule yanu ni ma international. Ya spenda panja ma Europe kuti. Siya spenda Mzambia. You see the difference? So wa PF wanzo chitira ule Mzambia. Wanzo chitira ule Mzambia. Ndrama zizo sala Mzambia. Mwamu chitira ule panja. So nothing changed after the PF went. Ule, vonse, corruption, vonse vikaliko. But you've just switched it. How to do it. Machinja chabe movu chitila. Movu chitila panja so that wasakuoneni. It's like in a family. You have 2 kids. Winangu, umuzi watu uyumana uyuni ule uyu. Wagona chigone gone. And then kenangu wako. Kazi onesa tinka virgin. But kama chokapo. Ataka nkoteka nyaka mwana. Nkoteka nyaka virgin. Kazi njeka wesi. Kana chaya kudala na blue job vonse. Kana chita kudala vonse. Na mimba yangena. Kando chitira kutali. Na uja minali pa nyumba. Wamapo uja meweza tinuuli. So this is how you guys are playing. Are you playing? You're like that ka pretend ka virgin ka pa nyumba tin ka virgin. But kanzi kana mileage na sila. Kashta pretend that in ka virgin. But mileage na sila. Nje mo ipende. So ya wes. Imwe mileage na sila no sila. But before start pretend that in the more virgin. I hope you're getting my explanation, my example. So you PND mileage we in a sila. But you want to pretend that you're a virgin. Nzeru zanga izi zakanipeleka patari. Mwakavira kwa kateka ka. Ndine kanzeru ine. Nzeru zo badwa nazo hizi. So you PND, you're like someone who pretends to be like a virgin. Someone who doesn't even know how it feels wakakukata paveri. Meanwhile, umakatiwa iwe. Na kukunyonga ako, but before you start pretend, mwanga suziwa wakakata paveri kabwanji. Ndiye imwe. And that's too dangerous, too deadly. Mamveraka. So ulikani kuchosa ndalama Mzambia. Zisieni Mzambia. Maule ya outside ayo. Break. Tengani maule ya Mzambia beta. Ndrama zisala Mzambia. As much as I hate to maule oto. To my slay queen. Beta ndrama zisala maule ya Mzambia. Kozi maule ya Mzambia. Yaziwa check Dubai. Yaenda Dubai ya bwerea. Dubai ya bwerea. Siya enda kwa mbili. Yaenda kuti. Ku Royal Livingstone. So Royal Livingstone ni Mzambia. Na kuti kwinango. Waka endako kwinango nchiwa endako cheku Zanzibar. It's okay. Pa Zanzibar sport drama ningi. Wabwerera. Na kuti kwinango Paratson Blue. Kwa sila. So. Ule. As much as I might condemn no ipa. Kasitira ni ule Mzambia. Ndrama zisala Mzambia. So that maule yanu wa mkapasa ndrama. Yandogula endako kuli beni ya chitasisi. Yaka chitasisi kuli beni. Beni azanda gule Shoprite vakudia. Ndrama ikari Mzambia. Maona? Beni agula vindu vakudia Mzambia na vinako. So zindrama zambu sala Mzambia. Kanjoko ya maenda. Wanvera ka? Wena ngwazenda kwa kuli Ishmael. So ndrama zini Mzambia. Wena ngwazenda kwa kundola kuli uja ni ndani uja. Nami wala zina uja Parklands. Ndrama za sala Mzambia. Aventu ina utizenda kwa Paratson Blue tuenda kudia. Tuwakopa. Tuwalingiza kwa na timatako. Tuna utuenda kwa Royal Livingstone. Tuwalingiza kwa na matako na timadirimia. Tuwa meka. At least ndrama sala Mzambia. Twenda kona kumachita chani kuja. I've never been huko. Wamemaenda na Malayon huko. Chaminuka. Twenda kona kuchaminuka. That's you Zambia. Naona ka? Twenda kona hapo ni chani ya Sierra chani resort yanu yo golf chani kuchongwe. Twaenda na kwa hivyo kuja twankalako. It's still Zambia. Ndrama in Zambia. So you're no different. But you've just changed how to play the game. Your cadres are still eating, but they're eating in a smart way. They're not changing money like the PF, but drama na everything. So, Nwa Zambia washishita, and I know. You just change how to play the game so that the Zambia should not see. Your cadres, they're not dressing like the way the cadres were dressing back then. Your cadres dress up in suits, but I know them because you can put lipstick on a pig. Is still a pig. So I can spot them even if Vavala Mansut. But Zambia they can't. Waka wana Mansut, weva wana munga wana muntu 1-0. Kasinchi kada. I can spot a kada. A kada is a kada. Can always be a kada. No matter how you are educated, a kada is a kada. I can even give you an example. Kuma kada yo ponziraka. And that's the only good thing that HH has. You have some cadres that are well educated. That's the only you even ngakuchonga hapo. Walungu swenzi na makada, ube makada nezo by the highly educated. You na makada by the highly educated. One of them is Uyu, Aliko Australia. He's highly educated, but he's a cadre. That's the difference with you. You have got highly educated cadres. So that's the only difference. And this is why people think cadreism ended, but cadreism didn't end. Secondly, HH used to condemn trips of Walungu. Oh, Walungu are going to traveling, this and that. What are you doing? The same thing. You're traveling, just like the way Walungu traveled. You know too well. He never came here for parties. He came here to the UN, just like the way you do. But you are condemning him, Boza. Hey, I'm a block my party. I'm a thing, I'm a this, blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. You know it's a lie. For once, one day actually, have a clear conscience. Tell the Zambian the truth. Be right with God. Kawauzati. To be honest, whatever I used to say about Walungu, it was just politics. Otherwise, most of it is not the truth. Yeah, one day do that so that you can have peace. That's why you be peace. You come here as well. The same way Walungu used to come. You come with a big entourage as well. There's any president, even me, if I'm a president, there's no way I'll come to New York by myself. Any president, you have to send the advance party first. There's a group of people that travel before the president travels. And that's just protocol. You know that. That's protocol. It was there in the past, and it's still here, and it will still be there. It's protocol. A group of people have to go first before the president travels. Even when the vice president is traveling, there's a group of people that goes first. And then after that, you follow. Ero na wakakonka, uenda na bantu wako. Sumaenda wabili or watatu. Oh, we're just 3 of us. It's a lie. You know that. I know that. It's the Zambian people that don't know. So, how do you sleep at night lying to the people that you travel only the three people? You can lie to the Zambian people, but you can't lie to him. You can't lie to God. So how do you feel lying? And then you end up church and pempera. You don't do an elder. So now ni matukwana na wamapo. At least ni matukwana niza natukwana. Mulungu zani kulukira. Manje we boza yako ya mnoma nama. Mulungu saza kulukira. So yene na chumapo na mushi. Ni matukwana ilo sini bisa. Ilo nzando shita confess. Sorry mulungu ni natukwana na watukwana hawa. Munikuluku yeko. Manje iwe boza yako. Inapitiria. Inapitiria boza yako. Traveling watatu ni boza. Traveling commercial ni boza. Why I say so? Yes, you travel on a commercial plane. but the class that you go in is different. It's more like private. Why? Because it's first class. You travel on first class, which is like more like you're traveling on a private jet. It's expensive, one. Secondly, there's even a shower. You can shower. Monga luko nyumba. Umwera mo glasi. Sumwera plastiki. Suma kwera ija economy. Ameti kwera ise yo cheaper. So yung mama kwera. Ni moja mo $1. Mo second level, first class. There's business, then economy. You never travel business. You travel first class, the most expensive class on the plane. Where you can even sleep. Monga ogona kunyumba wanda na kusamba. Iyo mauka. Wasamba. Wasukana meno. Don't say masuka meno. But iyo masamba. Ise tibeko sambia. Peti mankala mdeki. Kulibeko sambia. Tilibe showers. Iyo na shower. Umasamba. Uli mundeke usamba. Uli mshawa. Monga kunyumba. The Zambian people don't know that. I'm sure even tuanatu wakumuzi. Tuzi wanozu atipandeke pari shower. But there is a shower. You shower. Monga uli kunyumba. So stop lying to the Zambian people. So we are enjoying all those privileges because of the Zambian people. And those are the same privileges that the President Lungu enjoyed. Why? Because those privileges come with the presidents. So, osaziona kuchenjelesa. Manje ndiwe president. Wambonesa mzako munga kuliva mlenzo chita wrong. Meanwhile, he never did anything wrong. Those are the same privileges that you're enjoying. Now we're traveling. You're traveling even worse. Ukabwera kono. You've been here twice. First trip you came. You were here in New York. You went to DC. Ku DC kuja mnapanga event kukumana na bantu wako ma UPND supporters at the expense of taxpayers' money. And nobody talks about that. A lot of us didn't go there. The only people that were there were supporters that came. I let it go. Actually, I wanted to come there, but I didn't because I lost a brother. So me and you were on the same flight going back to Zambia. That September 2021. We are on the same flight. JFK to Dubai. Dubai to Lusaka. I proceeded going to Kitwe on a different local flight. But you and me were on the same flight. You were in first class. I was in economy. But enough become Zambia. You're not choka first. Because you're the president. You're in first class. So, you are dealing with someone that knows your life pretty well. Knows what goes on in government. Knows what the previous president have done. And knows the privileges of the president. This is me. So, the reason I'm saying this, I don't want your people to be wasting time. Kukuletea to my reports to a boza. Hear it from the horse's mouth. Not to my report to a boza out. They're there to worship you. So they'll bring any reports here, boza. So I've been on the same flight with you. September 2021. I have records. I have proof. I can post them on Facebook. We're on the same plane coming from New York. Second trip you came in September. That was last year. You had a meet and greet dinner that you had. You were charging people $200. I didn't come there. It's not like I couldn't afford. But I refused. I'm not going to pay money to see a Zambian president when you came from Zambia to New York using taxpayers' money. Why should I pay to see you? Answer me. Why should I pay to see you? Unabwera iwonozinga drama zatu za Zambia kubwera kuno ku New York. Ero yopange event uzitiripirisa kukuona iwe. Chifukwa. That's why sinabwere kwene. Banabwera amene awo amene makutotera mbuza woposa wakono mdiaspora. Mashit haya. Ya mdiaspora. Yoposa. That don't even put Zambia first. They came there. They paid. I did not come there. Because why? Because I have pride. I'm not going to waste my money to see you. When you come here using our taxpayers' money, and I should pay to come greet you, or to come listen to your speech. Nilipire ne. Iwe wabwela na drama zato. Kubwela kuno. Ero ene mbweni kuone nilipire wala. I saw you were in Ghana. You saw the community that lives in Ghana. I don't know. I'm sure you saw them for free. So I hope this time when you come, I hope you're not going to charge. I hope you are coming to see the community for free in New York. Also, make an event to meet the Zambians in New York for free. We'll meet you. If a volley pili sawara, it's not like I can't afford, but I'm not going to pay to see you when you use taxpayers' money. Ukabwere kuno one day, using drama zako drama, ukakwerendeke, ukabwere kuno, elo ukalipilisa, nzakabwera, nzakalipira kuno, kaini drama yako. But as long as you're coming here for the General Assembly, using taxpayers' money, I'll never pay to come see you. And those are some of the information that the Zambian people don't even know. And I know, and it's not a lie. So, what makes you so special? Pali balungu na iwe. Ubwela na ndrama za Zambia nje kuleta kuno. And then he was body pilisa iseva Zambia. Nise vipuwa. Utona njoanda. Nise vipuwa vako hivyo. So you're no different. As much as you condemn balungu, you should also condemn yourself. Because you're not an angel. And I speak it like it is. You can take me to court. I've got proof. I'll prove my case. So I've got proof. They can take me to court. They can't even win these guys. If anything, you're supposed to be facing charges. Kononga drama za Zambia. That's why nikamba kai. Nkando winner. You face the charges. Drama za mnemononga. You will face it. Drama za mnemononga. Majaira. Ngaufuna leta balungu wako. Naine nzakuleta nkabwera. Drama za mnemononga. Muzazi bweza. Nkapeza chabe mononga ndarama isa mne maononga, which I know maononga. I find you guilty. Muenda kujeri. Sini yopa muenda. And that's the truth. Muenda kujeri. No one is above the law. And you are not above the law. You should know that. Yeah, you have power right now. You have the authority to control the police and the military. That's basically it. But after 2026, you won't have that power. You won't have that authority. So me, I say it like it is. I call a spade a spade. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So you come to General Assembly in September. Ukalipirise. This time, ni bwerako. Sinzalipira ni bongena. Kulibena muntu ameanza ni lesa pado. This time, paja sina bwereko last year. Apa. Kapangeni pati. Yolipirisa. Ukabwela. Nizabwela. No ticket. Ni bongena. And no one can touch me. And no one can say shit to me. Nizakangena. Nolipira. Olongaita ni wakapokola wamu America. They won't do anything to me. Nizaoza chabati, stay out of this. This is the Zambian government issue. It's not the American issue. And this is Zambian soil. Petiriri hapa. Mpa Zambia. So don't interfere in the nation, in the matters of Zambia. Sasa kanikatamu wakapokola. Sasa kanikatamu. So kalipiliseni nizibonge na mahala. Wajaira. You think when we watch, you think we are fools. We're not fools. Tumitambafi. We just want to see how far you can go with this stupidity that you guys do. We just watch. But I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. Manveraga. So, I hope when you come in September, you have a free event where the Zambians can meet you. But ingatimuni pilisa, in any way, astumo. Ero sinzali pila. I hope you've heard. So stop kukamba pali balungu like he was the worst person. Because he went really waste manch. Next. So these properties that we have, they are vacant. You're an economist. By now, you should have known better. By now, you should have been not renting elsewhere. We should have been in these buildings that we own. But nothing has changed. Those properties are vacant and you're paying rent somewhere else. Why? Because you guys don't care. Because Wazambia, so caring. Because Wazambia you're never held accountable in anything. This is why you take us for fools. But in Nkabwela's one kateka. All these years that you've wasted resources, not only in your administration, even the past administration, I'll make sure I'll go through the records to see who was responsible in signing those checks that you signed to the landlords for rent that we are paying. When we have our own properties that you can use instead of us wasting money paying these other landlords. All those people that were signing those checks, you'll be held accountable. And that is not only HH administration, but Lungu's administration as well. I'll look into it. Then I'll go back to Mwanawasa's administration to see if there were all those things happening, which I doubt. I think this issue started the time Sata was coming in. Yeah, the time Sata was coming in, if I'm not mistaken. My MMD is in Cape. So I'll look at that. Anyone who's responsible for that. If you're still in government, just know that you won't get your benefits. I'll take your benefits and give to the Zambian people. Because you made us, I'll calculate how much money we've wasted over the years. And subtract to whatever you've earned over the years. You have to pay back to the Zambian people for making us lose money all these years. Right now, Hakainde Hichilema, you came into power 2021. So from 2021, when you came into power, I'll calculate how much money has been wasted in Washington, D.C. that we've been paying rent. That embassy. All these years, 2021, 2020. So this is 3 years. I don't know ngati manje mzaika konzero msirize mkukiremo. I don't know. But ngasimza kukiramo. I'll still continue counting paka ukachoke. Same with the house in New York for the ambassador. I will calculate from the time you came into office to the time you're coming out. So whatever amount we've paid to these landlords, meanwhile we have our own house that we own, you could have been staying in. I'll calculate. And you will be responsible, your administration will be responsible to return that money. I don't know how. Whether salary yako ijaya mlesufola, njeza kabweza, or monse mwa ministers kaya, mzaka ziwa mweka. Mzaka ziwa. Kozibweza kwe vendarama muzibweza. Over my dead body. Same in Malunga administration. Muzaka bweza. Monse. Ma benefit yanu nyatenga yonse nyatenga kupasa wa Zambi. Jandrama zamene mnatonongesa. On top of that, you can mu jail. You can learning a lesson so that previous administration they should learn a lesson, including mine. That when we have properties, don't take advantage of the Zambian people and waste resources. So nzaka kupanishani so that naine bantu hanga mlesenza nao wakaone ndaine sinso eresa. So that they should learn a lesson. You don't take advantage of the people. Okay? Thinking that you're untouchable. So just know, all of you, UPND administration, the PF administration, you will return that money. Both of you. Basa nakuzani jade, nkabwera ine. Immunity yabalungu. Na HH. Nichosa. Nifuna nkakuone ni monsi wabiri ngati muli clean. Ngati simuli clean ni mwe wabiri. Nikumangani. Mwamvira mwena kambaka. ngati simuli clean monse babiri immunity ngaichosa nikabwera 2026 as one kateka nikumangane unless muli clean. Tom and Jerry amle machaya ya sila ni apocalypto manje na Scarface. So just know that 2026 I want both of the immunity removed, both Hakainde Hichilema and President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Upon the removal of both of your immunity, you want to make sure that you're clean. If you're not clean, you'll be punished to the full extent of the law. That will be a fair share. That will be a fair game to the Zambian people. Unless you're clean. So, it's up to you. Don't say you're never warned. I'm saying it like it is right now. And I mean it. I'll do it. Elo in a prison yanga ni sio soverera. Ni panga ina nganyo. Yanyu ya mlenza panga ni Russian style. Njia mneni funa Russian style. Menda checho benda. Na kika ni mansimbi kumanja na kumendo. Kuribe kuenda straight. Mfiko enda uenda kubenda. So zambo kubende kanu one by one. Tuwana, wazukulu, wambuya, wamai, wamlamu, wapongozi, mose mwabenda. Kali pakudia mkudia wansi. So na kupanisha. Kupanisha ni pamoja. Sasa nikuzana ati apocalypto. Apocalypto swenzo sanga chipalika baby, palika ndani, wenzo panisha, wenzo paya tonze na tubana. So njise mnaini. Kudia mkudia wansi. Na tuwana tukudia. Tukudia ma cereal, ma pancakes. So po panisha, ni tupanisha kumozi. Wazambia mapanisha wonse. Na wana wonse. Wapanisha. Kuiwana so wena ngo kumyunzuko. Wadiapore jirero ibe sugar. And that is a punishment. Who's punishing them? You. So you tell me, why should I feel sorry to punish your kids? If you can't feel sorry for these kids that are suffering, eating one meal a day, tell me, why should I feel sorry for your kids? If you can't feel sorry for those kids, I'm sorry. I'm not going to feel sorry for your kids either. So just know 2026, one Kateka is not coming to play. I'm coming to put the house in order. Zambia has become a banana republic for a very long time. It's time we put a stop to it. And I, Ethel Chisono Edward, I'm ready to do that. I'm not a joker. I mean serious business. That's why I told you. Do not underestimate your opponent. I think I've spoken on that. President visits, I've spoken about that. Meeting the Zambians, I've spoken about that. Last time una meeting abantu, uzolipilisa. This time ukabwela, osalipilisa. Ukalipilisa, ine ninge na no lipila. Vipuwa vizakalipila. Okay, I did that. Okay, yeah, these properties that we own that are vacant. Why don't you renovate them? Rent them so that we can get money from them. Instead of just being vacant like that. You renovate them, we rent them. You start getting money. Zandarama, muzi uzinga kono. Instead of getting from the coffers from back home, you use that same money to do other things. What else? Transparency. There's no transparency most of the times in our government. Mkonda vindu vo bisa na pamene spalinga mubisa. The Zambian people deserve to know what's going on. There is need of accountability and transparency. They deserve to know that. Okay? Even when you negotiate deals, the Zambian people deserve to know what kind of deals you are negotiating on their behalf. And this is where accountability comes in. But you guys, you're not held accountable in anything. That's why you feel like you're the government because you're not accountable for anything. So mazona munga ndime wa boss, ndime wa boma. Forgetting that the people are the government. We, the people, are the government. Not him. The Zambian people, wamaganza vinango, boma. Who is the boma? Ukamuza boma ndani. Azaganga menongamati wa polisi na HH. No. Boma ndiwe igo. Nae wamnogwisa mafriziti. Nae wamnogwisa rape. Nae wamnogwisa mobile money. Nae wamnogwisa tumarambo plastic. Ndiwe boma. Not yaba. You are the boma. They are just representatives representing you. So you need to know that. You are the government. This is why when it's elections time, they come to you kneeling down. Because you are the boss. They are not. Niko tukiona ona. Boss. Anini ngira muntu wanjito. Niko. So, the reason they kneel, because you are the boss. You are the employer. Ndi mama sta employer babandu. That's why makugwadilani. Nothing else. Otherwise, if you are not the employer or the boss, semesoma gwadilani. Wagwada because wabo papatira nchito kulimwe. Wakapapatira wakapasa nchito. Wabambo pusa waliko gwadilani. Kai wapasa. So futi hapa. Wazaka bwela kubo gwada because apemba nchito. So, for how long are they going to do that to you? They come, kneel down, get their jobs and go and forget about you. It's time. They come back to you kneeling down. Just say that there's no more job for you now. There's no job offers. You're not advertising any job anymore. You're gonna take that job yourself. You will be self-employed. You'll be the one to do the job. You don't need an employee. You, the people, you should take up that job. You should be the CEO. You don't need that employee who has been doing whatever he feels like or she feels like doing. So as a CEO, as the owner of the company, take charge. It's time to take charge. I hope you understand my example. It's time to take charge as a CEO. Kutukamona onako, employee, upusile mwene wa company. Ndi mwene wa company. So why my employee ya bwela kupusile ni? Haka inde chile mani employee nae. Why about pusile? Ni same nae nolo mkando nisanga. Ndine employee wanu, sinifunika kupusilani. Nikapusa, muni firing haka ili. Nje jenenzo kuzani. Why? You are the employer. So 2026, you can just simply not renew the contract. Who wins? You. As you are noziwa na hivi. As you are so. That's why you never see me worry about politicians because I know. Why? They are not employers. They are employees. So worry, why argue? Why even waste time to argue with an employee? You know that time will come when you can just cut that contract. Wanga pusa hapa so wapusa. It's about 2026. Cut the contract. Ora kumnyanguta kumatako. Kumuza timnyanguta woi, but the contract I'm not extending. Simple as that. Life is very simple, my Zambian people. You can live the best life you've ever dreamed. Or as long as you know who's who. You are the boss. You are the ones who has the power. These guys, they cannot even control you. They can't. But in Madaba, you put the other way around. They control you. And many momone ka vipoa. But ndimo wene wa power. It's like in an abram nyumba mwan. Ni taking over nyumba yanu na bwela ndine mulendo. Then kuseni kwacha. Nyumba ili yanu. Na uka. Nadia bread. Nadia na chakulast. Nenkonda chakulast cha bread kaili. Nadia na chakulast na maegi Nadia. Anveni momuka wenu wa nyumba. Kuribe bread na iga. Ufuna kupikile porridge ilibe sugar. Huh? How is that? disrespect you, eh? Nyumba ili yanu manje na taking her over. Can you want me to be coming at your house? So this is this. You are the owners. Ndimo muna power. My recycled politicians years and years wazikupusirani mwe. Wewe wakuja. Imwe daily munichape mu macrams. The owners of the power. Mwene wa power. Muzidia macrams. Muzidia ma soya pieces. If you want to vikapono diapo ma soya pieces. Vikudia ma filet mignon. Do you even know what filet mignon is? Mwena ungapono diapo na filet mignon. Vanzani vivikudi. Mu diache ma soya pieces. Zambia, wake up. Wake up, Zambia. Turn the table. Wake up. Let them be the ones to eat the crumbs. You eat the main meal. Eat the main meal. Come on, Zambia. Please, you can do better than that. Please. You know pretty well. I don't even have to remind you. So 2026, mukangiwe. Give me a break. Let me get ready. Let me see if I left out anything. Sustainable. Oh, let me talk on transport. Transport in these embassies. Most of the times, we're wasting so much money in these embassies. This is what I've observed. Some missions, some embassies, they let these diplomats take public transport and go to work. But Zambia, tima watenga, wapereka. Kwatenga door to door, kwapereka konjito no mabwezi. We are wasting money. Let them take public transportation just like any other diplomats from other countries and save money. The only person that should be given a car or driven, the ambassador, the general, and the deputy ambassador. These three people. The rest, public transportation. Ngasofuno kaitore bwerera ku Zambia, wanzo kwera bus ku Zambia. Kuno uzimeka kwera bus na train. Ndiwe ndani we uzuyoka kukwera train na bus ku Zambia wanzo ikwera bus. Ala. Kuno ma billionaires yakwera train, ma millionaires in dollars yakwera train. Amveni iwe. Uchena kwacha iwe. Uzimeka kuno kwera train. Please. So that has to change. We have to change and save money. Only the ambassador, the vice, the deputy ambassador, and the general should be given. Okay, so I've talked on transport. Is there anything remaining? The other option I had given, I even told you wrong. It's either if you don't want to rent these properties, and they are vacant years and years, then sell them. If you want, you can sell. Have that money and buy other properties somewhere where you manage and afford to maintain these properties. That kapana mwakangi wakushita maintain my properties. Talk of renovations, these properties that we have. Do you know that we have Zambians in, like even in America, Zambians that own a construction company? Zambians, they are into construction. You can use these same Zambians to do construction. Wangakane. For example, if you are failing to find this construction company in your doula, I think if you go to the Zambians, I don't think we're Zambia wangakaipo kambati awe mzakucha jinani mteo. Kapanga kumvele ngone na chifunda. You know what? Ni chalo chato. Lekani titandize, lekani tilungise ma building tikemo over rent, tizitenga kon drama olo lekani tilungise mukukiremo tileke kulipia rent kwinango. I'm sure they can give you a discount. We have a lot of people that are into that. The other day you saw me with that the person I was with, one military. He's a military guy, but he has his own company that does construction. Kusha renovate manyumba. He has his own company. Ujamre muona, ni msoja mu America muona. But ana company yake. Yochita manyumba, kusha renovate manyumba. We can simply talk to him. Please, ona mayezi etanga atavutika. Awama wachaja so wantu wakono. But he say, tichaje ko bwino. You renovate that building in Washington, D.C., move in, and we stop paying rent elsewhere. Why are we paying rent kwinangu? Meanwhile, this is a landlord. Nikutuka mnaona ko landlord una nyumba. Waisi ya nyumba yako. Wando renting akwinangu, nyumba yako ili empty. It's either ndwe landlord, nyumba waikamo wa rent, utenga ndrama zambiri, wapo wando renting kwa mnoli pila tundrama tongo. That makes sense. But anyway, that's not the case. That building is just vacant, dormant, and then you're paying rent somewhere else. And the Zambian people don't even know that. That's wasting. So, somebody will be held accountable. Muzazi bweza ndarama izame watu wanongeza. Muzazi bweza. So this includes haga in the HLM administration. Muza bweza. Ndarama zame makamba sufola. Nizifuna. Zizali pila ndarama zame taononga. Ukayo kamba sufola. So, when I come in as one kateka, njepenzaka kukatira manje. Boza kairi. Makamba sufola. So, ija salary yako amino sufola. Nifuna. Na ma allowance ya mno kwenda ukakwena ndeke. Allowance wakupasa. Nizifuna. Nifuna zikabweze ndarama izamne mononga. Zamne tilipira rent somewhere else. Because that's a lot of money that you are paying rent. If it's not millions of dollars. So, ija ndarama zako zonse ma allowance yako niyafuna. Yakabweze ndarama izamne mtu onongesa. Njipenza ka gwiri akai. Amero kaluza awe ni ndrama ngefa onzo kamba tsufola kai. So iri kuti ndrama bweza ndrama izamwe mwati onongesa. So don't play with me. I'm smarter than you think. So for that reason, mukanimvera nikamba te nzaka manga. Nzaka manga because I know I have proof. Umangi wa straight iwe. Ipika jere nkabwera. So pempere chabe wazambia sakani votera. Wakani votera chabe na wina. Uipika jere we ungena. Anesi nzuka zibweze ndoro sendrama. Ndayo nyumba yako hiyo ni gurisa. Kuchosa mondrama izamne mtu onongesa. Dachi gurisa chinyumba chabecho community house. I'm selling that community house. It's yours, yes. But I'll sell it to give back to the Zambian people. Vima ngombe vako vonse nzavi gurisa. Ngachi Zambi which taoni nchi gurisa. So jandrama zote zameno na jako kuprivatization zameno matwangira zi jandrama zameno matangwia. Nizi tenga zonse kubweza ma millions of dollars zameno mtu onongesa kwa. I'll calculate over the years kuti nzingati. Because you're not even worth a lot of money. Just few millions. And this watu onongesa ma millions ya ma dollars yambi. So uzaka salako na balance. Because you're not sindiwe en oyo ofya. You're not even a billionaire in dollars. You're just a millionaire in dollars. Just a few dollars. So, uzabreza. So, nizaku gira kwa many where it hurts. Financially. Nizaku crippling na HH. You be crippled. Ija privatization ya meona adia. Ija meona tuangira. I was young. Mwenze washishita mweka. Mnashishita mweka. What goes around comes around. Here comes a simple woman, very young, who is also now smarter. Just like you claimed yourself, you were smart at that time. Now you found your match. You found your match. You found your match. So uzazi pira, uzazi bweza. Uzazi bweza. Elonga tu bera po foot. Ubweza. Ubweza. Ine sini yopa na yopa. Ni Mazambia mna yopa. Nikawina chabe na wina. Anesi Wazambia wasakani vote. Nikawina chabe. Uzi bweza ndalama. Ndawe usuri clean. Uzi wanoziwa. You're not what the Zambian think you are. Or what you claim to be. You're not. I know the real you. And you know the real self. Uzi ziwa. But nine ni kuziwa. So in the senior ba. Zambia wangayope inesinyopa. I have evidence. You can take me to court. I can still win the case. Because I have proof. So, nikabwea chabe. Na win. Just no game over. Game over, guys. And that's the truth. I can't end up church in such a way. Not pari my room kanina mizire atukwana. Sinatukwanepo. Nakamba jabe. Ndrama za mne mononga hizi uzakazi bweza. Nzakashita calculate. And then kagulise nyumba yako. Kachosemo. Ngatukuri balance. Nizasaki rafti vina ngombe zoni gulisa. Ngatukuri balance. Nzabuya na kuvovara. Vovara vonse ni gulisa. Zanda kuli wana wako magift ya jamaa mapasa ya ja wedding nzaka atenga na hivi na ngombe kani elephant wampasa elephant nzapokera mona elephant nzapoka yonse na ma elephant paka drama zikakwani za mnemono. Yeah, I'm very serious. I'm not even joking. So sasa nina mizila mukafuna share, make sure you share the whole video. Sasa tengapo chapeka ngono hapa yonse yimuchite share na kamba. Once I'm voted in as the 8th president of Zambia, I'll investigate HH and President Lungu. I'll remove both of their immunity. If I find that wanaba wamanga wonse babiri na HH wamene elonga tini HH ndrama izamina soeresa ine nimugulisa nyumba yake tigulisa kuchosa mondalama zamina tuonongesa vonse vjavamotili pilisa malaiti kunyumba kwako ngatilipila malaiti uzabweza ndalama zonse zicho. We are not obligated to take care of your community house, only the state house. So anything that you are doing uko kunyumba kwako, it's illegal. It's illegal. So when I come in, uzalipila uzabweza ndalama. They're just abusing the authority. We abuse power pa. If I'm not machita kunyumba kwako security kwa kunyumba kwako ni kusa abuse power. So nikabwela na ine nkankana power. Kupanisha. Elo inesinza kayopa. Nikabatuma tikapanyeni gate paja. Tifunika sha investigate. Nwa uza pwani. Olo wachoka nwa uza ti. Continue kupanya gate. Kupena vaminoza kachita. Sinza kastaya ya mnona chakuli wa lungu. Lungu achoka. Wafikaranishu mlewe pitoa gate. Mwalambaza lambaza. Ino kachoka. We kachikaranishu ule panya gate. Zaka kuyanga che nombanishe. Ndetoba gate. So wala chitenshi. That's what I would do. So I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. This is why, from the get-go, I've never hidden my identity. My identity is right here. I'm not hiding. Because I have nothing to hide. And I'm not scared of you guys. Let me go to church. I think I've spoken everything. I've touched every subject. Also, appointment. In my administration, if not my appointment to chikada takuika ti diplomat. Please. A diplomat is supposed to be a civil servant. A civil servant. Okay? Ndiye diplomat. What you go to a foreign service, you don't save country yako as a civil servant. Not a makada these days, a cadet diplomat. Please. That's why when I come in, all of you in all these embassies, missions, consulates around the world, I'm sending you back. I'm starting afresh. All of you, you go back. I'll start afresh, appointing people, sending people, real diplomats, real civil servants, not makadas. That's what I'm going to do. We have to bring back sanity, the way it was in Chiluwa. Real civil servants serving as diplomats. Not in that chikada na kutuma. Waenda na church back on the black Australia. At a diplomat. Give me a break. So I'm just watching. Once I come in, all of you are coming back. My embassy, you are coming back. I'm sending new people. Starting with the young people as young as 25 years old. You can go even as a secretary or ambassador. There are a lot of people why? Because you want everyone to be connected. When I come in, you don't have to be connected to be appointed as a diplomat. You don't have to be appointed to be connected. You don't have to know me. For you, as long as you have your credentials, that is enough. So you don't need to know me. So just know, when I come in, you don't need to know me. I don't even care. You don't have the credentials, you're not going. I'm giving you Jamuntu. Stranger Western Ziwa. And my credentials are end. Enough of getting jobs because of connections. What's going to happen to people that are not connected? They should be punished because they're not connected. Meanwhile, they have everything that's required. Muntana 6 point. But akangi wanapenda kutenga bursary because the person is not connected. Then iwe una 40 points, kapani 30 points. Because you're connected, you get the bursary. That's unfair. That has to be put to an end. And I will put it to an end as I come in 2026. You don't need to be connected to get a position. You don't need to be connected to get a bursary. That's what we're going to introduce now. So if you're connected, just know 2026, I'm disconnecting you. Know that. Those connected now, 2026, I'm disconnecting you. Anyway, I've spoken everything. I've touched every topic. I think it's time for me to go on. So, my Zambian people, I love you so much. I wish you knew how much I love you guys. But one day you will understand. Who knows, maybe it will be too late, just like it has been in the past. You know, in the past, God has given you people that you never appreciated until they were gone. Like Sata. You never appreciated Sata. It took a very long time for you to accept Sata. Until it was too late. You accepted this man. Manje nishiwafika kumalasta pakawadwala. You never even got the chance to enjoy. Even Neve Sata, he never even got the chance to enjoy being a president. He was gone. So there's been this reputation where you only appreciate people when they are gone. And that has been your kind of thing. So, I can't force you to know me. I can't force you to love me. And I can't force you to vote for me. I can only tell you certain things. It's up to you to make that decision. And I'm not coming into politics to beg for your vote or to kneel down for your vote. I'm not doing that. And I'm coming in only for one time only. Then I'm gone. You don't vote for me, I go about my business. I lose nothing. I move on with my life. Then my politician man. Simple as that. Hey, I was going to vote nanda family yako, Nkuku, Machule. If Machule and Nkuku has been voting for this past president, then the same Nkuku and Chule will vote for me in 2026. When it comes to my family, I don't even care if my family votes for me or not. Some of my family members, they don't even like me. I know they wouldn't even vote for me. But do I care? I don't even care. I don't even give a shit. Even if they don't vote for me. And I'm not even going to beg for a vote from them. I don't. And I'm not a politician. I'm a politician. You never see me kneeling for a vote. Never. Why? Because you cannot buy a vote. I can give you money. But that doesn't guarantee a vote. When you go inside there, you can change the vote if you want. So stop wasting your time coming here. Who's going to vote for you? Keep dreaming, blah, blah, blah. I'm not begging for anyone to vote for me. I'm not like your politicians that are hungry, begging for your vote because we're Nanjala. That's why they come into politics to hide. I'm not one of them. Anyway, they can't end. It's not dinner breakfast in front of oh, na porridge. Oof. You see, I could have warmed up my porridge. Let me go warm up my porridge. Need. So it was so nice to talk to you guys on diplomatic missions. Tomorrow is Sunday. I don't know what topic I want to talk about on Mailo. I think tomorrow I'll just open it. I'll leave it as an open discussion. You can ask any questions you want with, whatever topic you want. It's just an open discussion. So, what I can say, Zambia, open your eyes. Read the Bible and understand it. Not to be reading to understand. Lesa apalamika. Lesa na palamika. May God bless you and may God bless Zambia. Bye.